people would kill to have what's sitting on your floor.
True. I would just steal it. I'm about to just steal it from you and sell it on eBay,
Like,
man.
I have one, and I'm looking at it like, man, that's a beautiful sight.
Yeah. And the extra controller.
Right.
Psh. Yeah. That would probably explain why you can't find what you're looking for.
Usually you
It's
find it.
because Ant changed his picture, so
I did what now?
you changed your profile pic on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I keep trying to switch it up.
So it was
I'm waiting for
the
those
Ghost of
pictures to come
Tsushima
from
one.
Adrian.
Yeah, she's
Update that.
She's a stack of them things.
Yeah. I was gonna message. I said this to Nicole yesterday. I saw her Instagram story where she had the green wig on and the like contacts. I was like, dude, that fucking looks. She looks like an anime character. That looks dope. I was gonna say that.
She's
I was
doing
gonna
that
be
shit today.
Yeah.
I was literally gonna
For Snot
message
Girl,
her
right?
on
You saw the
Instagram.
one today or the one she put up before?
No, the one like earlier in the week.
The
Yeah.
one
Just
today,
like green hair,
she
don't
looks
care.
just
Yeah,
like the
she-
snot girl.
Yeah, she was doing all the makeup today, so
I
it's
didn't
like
see
in
that.
full force right now.
I was literally gonna message her and be like, "Yo, that looks dope," but then I realized it was on the Save Before Quitting account. And then I was and then Nicole's like, "You should have done it," because then she would have just been constantly confused who said it.
You know, she looked across from like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "What?" Like, all right, so it wasn't you. One down.
2 to go.
Right.
But no, it was cool as hell. I saw that. I was like, damn. I didn't expect to see. I was like scrolling and I was like, who the fuck is that's Adrian? And I was like, that looks
She
cool
looks
as
so
fuck.
freaking different too.
Yeah.
I was like, she looks like a whole
damn.
different person.
Anime main character. Shit, that doesn't look like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks like a whole different person. Yeah.
It looks dope.
Oh yeah, you saw
I
it.
know, yeah, Nicole showed me this morning.
That looks dope.
Yeah.
Straight up.
She's like, look at this. And I was like, what is she doing? And
Is
then
it
she
with
showed
her
me that.
specifically as
Yeah,
the
she's
model?
just shooting
Yeah.
herself. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's dope.
I walked in after I took Trenton to karate, and she had it all set up in her office. She had the camera facing like the setting she's gonna be in. So I'm assuming she's doing that right now.
Dope.
That's dope.
I'm looking at that picture. I'm just like, don't take that off.
No, I was gonna say that, but I didn't want it to be weird. You know?
No. I wouldn't have taken it weird. I'm just like, all right, so I'm done. I'm gonna like, no.
No, you're not.
Like, keep it on.
Keep it on.
Keep it on.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I get to live out a nerd fantasy now.
Yeah.
keep it on. Meet me upstairs.
Right.
A little bit.
Sugoi.
Yo.
Just make her say
Hitting you with the
konnichiwa a couple
ego.
times, you know?
With the ego
Yup.
lingo.
I'm like, don't move. I just want to remember you like this. No, because that could be taken as an insult. She's like, so wait, so on a normal day? I'm like, you know what?
Never mind.
Never mind.
And
It's
then,
always
like,
a double-edged sword.
Yeah, women will just overthink the shit. Like, wait a minute. So when I'm just me, you don't.
It's like we like the cake, but what you're doing now is just putting icing on it.
Thank you.
That's what it is.
Oh, so if I don't got icing, like, all right, fuck it. Never mind. Take the shit off.
yeah. You just gotta do like a God of War cosplay one day and just like lightly
Yo,
dust
that'd be
yourself
dope.
with like the
I'll finish
dust
off
of
that
white
axe
and like
just
the
to
red.
have you have
And
it.
then just be like walking in the room like woman.
No, I heard you.
And then she'll just be like, get the fuck out of here. Go take a
Get your-
fucking
get your-
shower, you
get your ball-
ashy motherfucker.
Yeah, get your bald ass ashy looking brother.
Trent's in the other room as this boy.
As
Like,
boy.
dressed up.
Yeah,
And he's like, so do
actress.
I come in? I'm like, no, don't.
Don't do it.
Fuck
Don't do
outta
it.
here, Loki.
Right. I'm like,
I can just see Trenton just walking by while she's telling you to do that, and he's like full arrow and goes, "Dad, do I shoot now?"
I'm like, abort,
Wrong time.
It didn't work. It didn't do what I thought it was going to do.
It's like a full anime skit. You see Trenton running out the house.
Just walk up like dressed as Mario, like wahoo.
She was like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Yeah, you're right. I did too much.
God.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
Yeah, I'm excited for those photos to come out. Hopefully, I don't look too gross in them.
Nah, you're good.
Cool.
You're good.
I just need like her to like use the smudge tool in Photoshop to like correct the jawline and like make it like fucking handsome Squidward style.
It's just going to be a Squidward picture, but the top
right,
one's your
with
eyes.
the top part, your
That
eyes.
works. Fuck it, yeah.
Oh my god.
I'll do that with one of the pictures as like a meme. Like right when she posts them and she's like, "Hey, here's the picture." I'll just be like Squidward and we'll send it back to her. And then she'll be like, "Fuck you!
Yeah. How dare you?
How dare you ruin my aunt?"
I worked hard on your face.
But yeah, that should be cool coming soon. And then we can post more pictures of us instead of just fucking constantly.
We got
podcast
those
is
pictures.
up.
We got those pictures from the flea market,
Yeah.
True.
and I've been
Yeah.
sitting there like, when do I want to put these up, and how do I want to present them?
I just throw them up.
I know I should just. That's
Go-
where
go-
I overthink.
Yeah.
Going on adventures and shit with the crew.
I thought we posted those.
No,
Like a
no,
couple.
No, they haven't been up.
I think we sent them over Instagram in the DM, but we didn't post them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, that should be fun.
That would be fun. Just posting one or two here or there.
Yeah.
I've been trying to just experiment with Instagram lately. That's why I'm just putting up random pictures or changing my profile picture. Like, just
that's
randomly.
that's what I've been wanting to do too.
Because the biggest criticism I was getting about my Instagram page before I started putting up more pictures of myself was the fact that it's all podcasts.
Mm-hmm. True.
So like I look like a fucking. I don't look like a person.
You look like a promo
page before. That's all
True.
it was.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I need to actually start putting pictures of me up there so people can. I feel like people relate to you more when they can put a face with the product.
Well, not just that. It's like you have your own like thing from outside of like promoting what you already do, like your craft and stuff.
Yeah, so I just been trying to find a way. Like, all right, gathering attention. So maybe I need to switch up my profile picture more so people can be like, oh, what is this? Oh, that's him. What else is going on? Like, I don't know. Both Instagram is weird with like algorithms and shit. And I'm just trying to like fuck with it in any way I can.
Yeah. That and Twitter too. Like I don't understand Twitter compared to Instagram. Like Instagram I like somewhat get. Like it's like, okay, you gotta use the right hashtags and shit.
Yeah.
But then you go on Twitter and it's like limiting as fuck and like you just gotta post like 3 sentences and hope to God that people see it, but you have to use like hella hashtags, but you can't because there's that character limit. Yeah, and I'm like that's why we don't have enough followers on Twitter. I think personally, it's because like you can't really like promote yourself on Twitter.
Is hard, like Twitter is a good place when you already have a follower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just to get
or
people
you're
there.
Building off of other tweets. Like if there's something crazy in gaming happening, we should probably just retweet that and then giving our input and but it's so hard sometimes because you don't know, like it all depends on the people you're following and if they retweet it so that other people see it.
Yeah, Twitter is good for when you have like a following so that way you can do like interactive stuff. It's more interactive friendly when like people can go in and comment and do whatever because you can cycle through it quicker. Yeah. But plus, when you're in Instagram and you have in Instagram when you have comments and shit like that, it takes a while to like get stuff in there or like when you were doing the polls for like the Jedi stuff, it's much easier to just slap it on Twitter and then it just gets cycled through. Yeah. Like so
but maybe we just gotta do more of that. Like that'd be cool. Just like add like polls and be like, hey, who you picking for your starter?
Yeah, there you go.
And, like make it somewhat themed like us and put our faces over top of the Pokemon.
Yeah, sometimes I don't know. Twitter gives me the most like apprehension when I want to promote our shit because like I'll quickly put it on Instagram because there's a visual that goes with it. It's right there, middle of the screen, description. Twitter, like you said, it's limiting, and then I feel like we don't get the same amount of eyes. So like sometimes it's not even promoted on Twitter, but I don't feel bad about that for some reason. I feel like I should.
Not yet. I don't feel bad. Yeah. Like we got like around like 30 or so followers over there, which is great, and we appreciate the people that do follow us there. But it's not the primary, I don't think, right now. Like, honestly, I feel like we would do better on Facebook than we would on Twitter right now, just because, like,
I was thinking of checking out the Facebook gaming section they have now.
Please don't stream on Facebook gaming.
No, I mean, not to stream and stuff, but at least
that's
to
what it's for. It's for streaming.
Start building something off of it.
Oxcord has a Facebook, and I kind of gave up on it fast. Like, it still exists. Like, I'll get an alert, like, you have 99 notifications. I'm like, I'm not signing into that. Like, because
not dealing with that monster.
Facebook is weird. Like, that's another weird area. Like, it can work, but it can work a lot more when you have community, which you have to build by being on Facebook. But I'm just not on Facebook a lot.
Yeah, same. Like, I hate Facebook.
Like, even with, well, it helps because all three of us are doing this podcast, but like with Oxcord, I was even keeping up with it on YouTube, and I think I stopped at episode 50 on YouTube because it was giving me issues uploading it, and then that was like our least amount of views anyway. So I was just like, do I want to bang my head against this wall, or do I want to just cater to where the attention is?
Rightfully so.
I mean, sometimes depending on your theme and genre too.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I don't know, we're giving the listeners a lot of behind the scenes, but I think that's good.
Yeah,
like, I want people
There's
to know
not much
the process
this week, so we're just shooting the shit.
But
I mean, this is content creators telling other content creators what we think about what's going on in the industry out there. So it's it's still not bad.
No, and coming from, like, I like being in this genre, like the gaming genre and everything, but coming from the hip hop media space to going here and then doing both at the same time, parallel to each other, it's so different. Like, it's a different audience. They react to your shit differently and in different places. You know what I mean? Like, like SoundCloud for aux cord is like great. We'll have like, I don't know, somewhere between like I think our lowest on there may be like 40 something, maybe a little lower, maybe 20 something, but like our highest on there was like 200, like 200 or 300 like plays.
Wow.
Like holy shit. But then we're super low on like Spotify or something like that.
Yeah.
As opposed to this podcast that's not the strongest on SoundCloud, but our Spotify is crazy.
I think it's also like the applications, because Spotify, you can use it in different community-based applications. Like you can use it on your PlayStation, you can use it on your Discord, and share the music that you can like listen to. So
Plus
like
that
when
year-end
when
thing.
you have so like right now on Venden, there's sometimes some of the guys like Jack, just to mention him again because he's done it a few times.
We love Jack.
He'll like pop in on the actual Discord and he'll stream his Spotify music to his Discord, so that way other people, if they want to listen to what he's listening to, they'll just pop in. And sometimes it's just our podcast.
Yeah.
So we might not get a ton of listeners registered to our own Spotify, but there's people still jumping in on our theme that later on, if Jack were to pull it out, they're gonna go into the Spotify and check us out.
Right.
So it's like it pulls like the theme, the app where it can pull from.
Right.
It's much different.
And like you said, like SoundCloud kind of lends itself to music.
Yeah.
That's where the term like SoundCloud rapper came
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, it's
So-
where music community kind of is. It like resides there.
And like you said, with hashtags, like I'm using a bunch of music hashtags with aux cord. So that's where the music people are.
Yeah.
When I use video game hashtags for savebeforequitting on SoundCloud, I don't think it generates
Enough.
as many people because that's not a gaming first platform.
Yeah.
But I used SoundCloud in the first place because it's good at putting your podcast everywhere. It's good at hosting stuff
Yeah.
for a good price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just the best route to take.
Yeah. I mean, it just start out, it'd be great, and then later on, branch out.
I really want to figure that Apple shit out. And the
Yeah.
Google shit.
That's
They
the thing
will
that's
not
confusing
give
to
us
me.
Anything.
any analytics.
Yeah.
And I cannot figure out why. When I hit up SoundCloud, they said it was Apple, but Apple's like that's the whoever you're hosting it. I'm like, well, then who is it? I like every week that goes by, we have 20 something episodes,
And then
I have no idea how
analytics,
many
yeah.
people listen to the first. Like,
to the first few.
we could be getting like
Killing it in
hundreds
that
of viewers, listeners, and we don't even know.
Yeah.
True.
But if it never calculates,
I think we are, because like that's the thing that's crazy to me is like when you send us like the Spotify's like statistics,
Yeah.
it's like maybe like 40, 50 listens a week, and like they're fully through. And then like over on YouTube, there's like 15, 20 over there. That's already like close to like 70.
70, yeah.
And then iTunes, we can obviously assume, since, you know, just put it at 20, like round it low, that's almost at 100. Like, we're already filling a fucking college classroom that you see in like the old fucking movies and shit,
Right.
where it's like
Yeah.
a row of fucking people in like this like amphitheater. Like, that's
Right.
the crazy shit to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, even if it was just Spotify where we're getting these people, that's still a fucking 2 classrooms of people
Yeah.
that are listening to us bitch about not having legs and shit.
Yeah, right.
Like, that's crazy.
and it's humbling. Like I like that because anybody listening now, y'all come here every week to hear us talk shit and bring up cyberpunk dildos constantly and talk about gaming news, and it's humbling that y'all come here, y'all make it a point to come here to listen to that.
Yeah.
Wow. I actually didn't know this, actually. I was looking, like, just got me, like what you said, just got me to want to look at the analytics of our channel for YouTube. And, like, can you believe that the unboxing video we made has 74 views as
Yeah.
of right now?
Yeah.
3
Think
months
about
out.
think
It's
about
crazy.
when that dropped. That
Yeah,
was
3
all
months
people
out,
were probably
yeah.
watching.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
That's another thing. Timing is a thing.
Yep.
Like, there's so many factors.
And, of course, our next biggest video was your amazing artwork being showcased with
Yeah, I gotta get back
the
into
animated
that
crit for level
shit.
Yo,
7.
That was the only thing we've done. I won't say only, but that was the primary thing we've done that people came up to me in person
Yeah.
and was like, yo, those cartoons.
Yeah, it just
Like, that's
goes
the
hand in
shit.
hand. Like your hand at animation with the video games theme and the podcast following behind it, it just literally boosts everything.
Yeah. I gotta get back into that. I literally said it like 3 weeks ago. Like, I'm gonna start working on it. Can you guess if I've worked on it or not?
Listen,
it's about as often as Nicko plays games.
Yeah, there you go. I was just gonna say that. It's just as often as I play games, so it happens.
I play games more than I fucking work on shit, and that's the shitty part.
But we've also in that time have done all these playthroughs we've been putting up.
Oh yeah.
When you first started the animations and the cartoons, we weren't doing any playthroughs.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
So now we have video editing and playthroughs.
It's just more we're adding to,
We got a fucking vast portfolio of physical and video assets.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Bruh.
And with that behind the scenes, do you think it's time to start the show, or do we go deeper?
Apple, some of my fucking analytics, man.
Yeah,
I want to know if I'm filling 2 classrooms or 17. Like, what the fuck? I feel like it's going to work, and it's going to be like, oh, yeah, here they are. And it's like 412.
400
like,
something viewers. Like, we could have been, like, rejoicing about this whole time.
I mean, I'm rejoicing anyway. We're still doing great for
absolutely.
what I can see. But,
Thank you all to all those guys out there.
Yeah.
Listening to us.
Thank you, everybody.
If you're
because-
listening on
interacting.
Apple, leave us a review and rate. Because, like, I don't think we have any reviews yet, like, actual written out reviews of, like, hey, these guys are pretty neat.
I'm about to go on Apple right now.
But even if we do, write it again. Because apparently you can submit reviews as much as you want. You can just keep submitting it. The more you submit reviews, the more that it helps us out. If you love the podcast, the more we can do, the more we get spread like butter, Spread us.
Butter.
Spread like butter.
Spread us.
Like Nutella.
If you can't leave a review on whatever service you're using, go to one of the other services and leave the review.
Go to Spotify. You can't, which sucks ass.
You can't on Spotify, but if you can. If you're using an Apple phone, go to Apple, leave a review. YouTube, you can leave a review. Leave a review under a rant, even if it has nothing to do with the video.
Yeah,
Be
just
like,
comment.
Hey, I couldn't comment on Spotify, so I'm commenting here. Do that.
Help us out, man. We love it.
Can reach us out pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, and we respond back almost instantly. I even respond back to the porn bots.
To the porn bots, yeah.
Like, we get, like, I think...
Oh, wait, we do. Oh, it's, Flooded had left us a review on Apple.
See?
See?
Be like
Look at
Flooded.
that. We
2
love
weeks in a row.
Flooded. Yeah,
Be
damn.
like Flooded. For fuck's sake,
Gave
people.
us 5 stars, and he got the 3rd rating, and he titled his review "The 3rd Rating."
All
and
right.
commented, "Pretty poggers."
Yo, that's
right.
lit.
That's pretty lit.
Hog champs in the chat, boys. Ant doesn't know what that means.
I don't. I have no idea what that means. But so far, we have 5 stars all across each rating we got, so that's good.
Yeah, man. Leave us a
We'll
rating.
take
Let's
it.
get that. Here, let's set a goal to the listeners. Y'all reached at least 10 goals by the end of this month. And let's see if we can do that. We are at 3 right now, right?
Yeah.
Get us to 10 on iTunes if you got iTunes. If you don't have iTunes, buy iTunes. I don't know how iTunes works because I have a Android
free app.
better phone.
But they can also like and comment on SoundCloud, YouTube.
And subscribe to our channel. Yeah, hit that notification button.
And we'll do this all again after the intro where we tell you to follow everything.
Yep.
Yeah. We just ended the show. All right. Bye.
Yeah, show's over. 20-minute show. Nothing happened this week.
Yeah. All right.
All right, let's start this up, though. What episode are we on?
22.
22. I always forget that I'm on the even episode.
I'm on the next even episode, though.
Yeah.
It's not every
Oh, is
episode.
it?
No, because
No.
it would only be even if it was every other.
It's
but
every
Yeah, you're
yeah.
right.
it's 3.
Because I'll be even.
That's
Yeah,
not how
even.
math works,
No,
Nicko.
it doesn't. I forget.
And I work in payroll.
Well, then you should know.
No, I shouldn't. That's the reason why I don't know.
All right, well, level up gamers, our nerdy gamer people out there. Welcome to another episode of Save Before Quitting, episode 22.
22.
First and foremost, you guys can reach us at everywhere, but
At
primarily
everywhere.
on Google. You can email us
Primarily on Google?
But that's usually where we get most
Oh,
of the
the
emails.
email. I'm
Yeah.
stupid.
Anyways,
the joke I was
email
about
us.
to make is you can reach anything primarily on Google. Google.com.
Yeah, you can reach us on our emails at savebeforequitting at gmail.com, all spelled out, or reach us on our socials at save, letter B, number 4, quitting, at everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, even YouTube. Check us out there.
TikTok.
TikTok. Oh, yeah, I forgot we got a TikTok, too.
How could you forget?
Yeah.
You are the TikTok
I
man.
haven't posted any TikToks on there, even though I do want to. I just don't know how to work this stupid thing.
It's so easy. I do ones on my personal where I just doodle shit on a sticky note because
But those are cool though.
How are
I
those
love
doing,
every
by the
single
way?
one. Of
Those
those.
are dope.
They're
Yeah, I
like
love
a
every
couple
single one of
hundred
those.
views each one. Like nothing crazy. Like it's not like fucking viral. Like oh shit. Like
You got a good amount of views on your Instagram ones and you repost them.
yeah, they're like 30
Those were
-ish,
cool.
yeah. They're nothing crazy.
I like the Goofy.
The power line.
Power line?
Oh yeah, some fucking chick commented on it and was like, "I think you forgot the ears, but cool."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Fuck, I did."
Yeah.
Because like the way I do it is like I draw it beforehand and then I put it up top because like I have to record with my phone. So like I have the reference of the drawing. So I use my phone as reference to make the first drawing.
Right.
Then I put that up. So then I have the fresh. So I'm technically doing the drawing 2 times
Backwards,
in a row,
yeah.
and then
Oh,
I'm
okay.
using my original drawing as reference for this since I can't use my phone for it anymore.
Okay.
So I'm like, I get to work the next day after I see that comment, and literally I had 2 for it because I drew one too small and I couldn't get the facial details, and then I drew one just of the head with the facial details, and both of those 2 motherfuckers had ears.
Oh, they both had ears.
And I didn't draw it on the actual
no.
one. So then I take down the actual one because I hang them on like my wall. I'll take a video of that later. And I fucking like, I'm looking at him like, hey, you don't have. I just take it down and put ears on him, and I'm like, well, if only she had commented on TikToks, then I could have done one of like the reply,
Yeah, the
reply to
reply
a
ones, yeah.
comments or something. But yeah, so that's a thing. Follow my TikTok at CJ King Animation. Why don't we plug ourselves? I just realized that.
Because I don't have anything to plug.
I mean,
haven't
you
done
have
much.
your own social.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, you
for,
guys
like,
can check
Instagram.
me out at foamstud27 at Instagram.
Why don't we do that?
At Antman2K, ANTMAN number 2 letter K, Instagram and Twitter.
And if you can't find them just by typing, go to a picture of one of our podcast episodes, tap it, and then it'll show you the tagged people, and that's us.
Go follow us all.
Yeah, go follow us.
Yeah.
We each post stuff. Ant posts things.
Hell, we'll even
in
play some
hoodies.
games with you guys.
And the hoodies is me. No emoji.
No emoji, yeah.
Oh, you just wait. Our Discord server is coming along, and that might be an emoji on the Discord server.
fine.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, there might be a
might
Discord
be a
community
bit-
server
yeah.
coming. It's pretty soon.
You heard nothing, but keep your ears open at the same time.
Yeah.
And remember your ears.
Remember
Unlike
your
Chris,
ears.
You forgot them.
Yeah, remember your
Alright.
ears. Draw them each morning.
So what you guys have been doing this week? What you guys been playing?
Shit, I actually have to remember because I don't know how much I've played.
Well, you play more than me.
True. True. Do you want to go into what you've played, Nicko?
Well, not what I haven't played, because I have not played anything. I literally have not played anything.
Hashtag Nicko doesn't play games.
I don't play
Make a
games.
trend on
Gamer
Twitter.
anymore.
Because I sit there and try and make them.
Yeah. I'm not mad at you for making games as opposed to playing. It's just funny to me because
Yeah.
like every week you're like, I'll play something this week, and then you don't, and then we're like,
I should
Nicko.
just start whenever I have a school project and I'm working on something. I should just name it as an actual game project.
do it.
And then just be like, hey, I played this, and neither of you guys would know.
I'm like, what was the hardest part? What happened in that?
Coding this stupid shit.
Talk about that. Fuck it. Talk about what you're working on
So,
and like.
right now I'm working. All right, so if I want to say, I have been playing around with coding a simple inventory, much like Minecraft.
Okay.
Where it's like click and drag, you have an inventory and
places.
equipment and the places, right? And it's been a hell of a freaking time because you have to use a coding array, which is just like a data dump that you put stuff in there. And it's like anything you put in there, it gets stored as whatever item or whatever it is that you put within that array. But then now we're being taught how to do it with the UI so that way it is present in the game. So before they taught us, hey, this is how you make an inventory system, period.
And then
There's
now it's
no
how you put
there's
it
no
in.
3D interaction.
Gotcha.
And it's like, hey, this is how you do 3D interactions now. And it's like, and you have these 2 data things, much like a computer. You have 2 data drives. And then those 2 data drives are being ran by the CPU. And then they kind of pull all the information and they do whatever it needs to do, and then they switch it back out. So like the CPU or the observer updates the UI to look just like what the action is supposed to be. So if you grab the weapon, kind of like when you were playing Breath of the Wild, you grab
Right.
a weapon, it will add that to your inventory array. But when you equip that action of equipping or those combination of buttons, it's the CPU telling the array of equipment or inventory. Hey, switch that item from here to here. And then everything else falls under that, like the animation of it popping up on your hand, you being able to do the actions of equipping it, or it appearing on your back. Everything happens in the background while all that action takes place. So it's like one thing leads to another, and then it's like domino effect.
Gotcha.
But at the same time, you miss one domino, and then the whole thing goes straight to shit.
Right.
So that's where I'm at.
All right.
It's
like
trying
a
to
house
figure
of
out.
cards.
Yeah.
Like trying to figure that shit out.
So that's what I've been playing with. But in the future, finally got PS5.
Nice.
So
thanks
I will
to
be
a good friend.
Yes, thanks to a good friend, Lucas, and the rest of the crew, because even Ant, he was the one that dropped the link in.
Dude, that
he
night
gave
was
us,
fucking something. Everybody
he
was
gave
just
us-
like, PS5 time! And there was like 4 people that got one. One person didn't actually want the one that he got. And like,
so
that was unprecedented. I was
That
like, man,
was,
I'm happy I dropped that link in here.
yeah, it's true. So like you dropped the link just in time for everybody to start jumping into the GameStop drop, because they were having a bundle release for them. And Nicole has a channel, and Yuki, she has a channel with all the friends together. So you dropped it there, and Lucas jumped in, or another friend of ours jumped in, and then like a bunch of other people jumped in. And that was me and another friend were looking for them, and we wanted one. I technically wanted one, but I wasn't too like up to getting one just yet.
Yeah.
And Lucas has gotten his, and then he was like, "Oh, well, just jump in and we'll try and see if we can get one for like at least the one friend of ours." So we're like, "Yeah, sure." So I jumped in. I tried to do it a few times and it didn't work. So our other friend ended up getting one that was digitally.
yeah.
But
and
then
nobody wanted
digitally because I wanted disc and the other friend wanted disc. So it's like, So, but then he found out there was another one of his friends or close friends that wanted one that was digitally. So he still kept it. But then Lucas came up with like the win at the end of the whole like people getting pre-orders and jumping in. At the very end, he finally got one. And I was like, yo, I got it. I'll owe you my life if you get that for me.
Man, that was one of those situations where it was like that after everybody came out with one, I was like in there like, good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, that went shockingly well.
Yeah. So for anyone out there who's still trying to get a PS5 like myself, get a shit ton of your friends together.
Yeah.
And then just in the next one, try to be like super quick with the link. Everybody gets in, spam the living crap out of one location. And that's your best bet to try and get.
They went on sale again like 3 times this week. Mm-hmm. They were at Best Buy, they were at Walmart, they were at Target, they were at
like
Costco, they were a couple places.
Yeah, there were a couple places.
They're just coming out in like waves now, which is good.
Yeah.
It's good that
Which
more
means,
people are getting it.
means they're probably...
But it's also like I'm hoping that since those more people are getting it, the bots are like kind of like, you know,
I think
losing a bit more.
they're scaling back because I don't think a lot of scalpers are getting sales anymore. I think a lot of people finally realized enough to be like, hey, we'll just wait until there's more.
Yeah, there's not many games out right now to play that's worth a damn to get it. Like, I don't think besides like some PS5 exclusives like the Bug Snacks and like Destruction All-Stars and stuff like that, there's nothing really there that you can't play already on your PS4. Like even Miles Morales, like you'll have a fun time either way if you're playing it over there. Right. It's just that it's not going to look as good as it could.
Yeah. You're not missing anything.
Yeah.
Maybe the adaptive triggers and what's it called?
It, yeah.
What's the game that we love that I can't remember the name
Astrobot?
of? Astrobot.
Astrobot.
You're missing Astrobot and Bug Snacks and Destruction All-Stars.
Yeah. Astrobot is actually something that you're missing out on.
That's actually one of the main reasons why I did really want to get it. Because I was like, the bundle that Lucas ended up getting had like a GameStop gift card that, you know, ended up falling onto his account. That's no fault to him because it's just how that works. And then the game came with it, the ultimate like edition or the ultimate release,
so
where it came with both Spider-Mans. And I was like, I'm not a huge fan of Spider-Man as you are. And I was like, I'll get it maybe one day, someday later on. But I made a deal with him. I was like, you can keep the game and then, you know, we'll deal with money exchange later, but you can keep the game as long as I get to play it after you're done. So the reason being is because I want him to enjoy both Spider-Man games.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm already half the old one. I already had my experience. And I was like, it's best for him to, like, enjoy both parts. Like, back to back. And, like, all the extra fun stuff is just extra fun stuff. Like, I've had my fun with Spider-Man. So it's like, I was like, the game that I really want to play is Astrobot. Like, I was like, from when you were talking about it, when Chris was saying how he finished it and, like, all the cool details and stuff in it, I was like, I mainly just want to play Astrobot. Like,
Astrobot to me is the best demonstration of what a system is capable of, a new system is capable of since Mario 64. Like, that's the last time. Like, Mario 64 to me at the time when it came out was like gaming changed with that game.
Yeah.
And it was the first time, like, I think I walked to like Toys R Us to play it. And I'm just like, all this time we're used to 2D.
2D.
So all of a sudden Mario's in 3D and you're just using a joystick. And it was like mesmerizing the first time. I'm not saying this Astrobot changed the game, changed the landscape like Mario 64 did, but it was a very good demonstration that this is the new shit.
Yeah,
this is PlayStation 5. This is it was a step in like this is next generation.
Yeah.
And I can't think of a game that really did it to that extent and like hit that hard.
Yeah.
Since then.
Since that time, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of every system that came out and the game that it came out with. And I can't think of one.
Yeah. I think only other than visuals, like for me, the one that did it for the PS4 era was Horizon. Like
yeah, but that was so far in.
Yeah, that was already so far in. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that was only on visual aspects and sound quality and such. It's like it shows you not just what the system is capable of, but like what they were striving to do.
Right.
And it's like, all right, so this generation was about them like exploring what else they could do in the future.
Because Astrobot gave you the controller, like the feedback. Mm-hmm. It gave you like making noise into the mic, and it affects. Like it was a perfect demonstration of what the new thing is capable of.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I'm curious if we get a up-res version of Horizon for PS5 when that game comes out.
I'm thinking we might.
I feel like they kind of.
They have to. Yeah, because it was an iconic PS4 game. I'll say it right now.
I feel like it's almost underrated. Like it's weird because it's like it doesn't get talked about enough
because it gets paired up with Uncharted a lot.
But still, Uncharted, while it's a great franchise and game, like it's still not like the best game of all time. Mm-hmm, you know, like it's never gonna be that. No offense.
Yeah.
But like Horizon just gets like swept under the rug. And like hardly talked about until it like gets brought up with the sequel. Like people are like, "Oh, I loved Horizon." Like they remember that they loved Horizon. Like you shouldn't have to remember it. You should just constantly be like, "Yes, Horizon. I fucking love that."
Well, that's like Titanfall. Titanfall 2 came out. Everybody talks about that. And even though Titanfall 1 didn't have a story, at the time it was out, I was like, am I the only one playing Titanfall? Like, no one's playing this and the mechanics and
the fucking game's so good. I need to play more Titanfall too.
Respawn.
We stopped playing for that.
Respawn.
The reason I feel like Horizon gets swept under the rug a little bit is because I feel like when it came out, regardless of how we feel about this game, all the air in the room was sucked out because Zelda dropped that same time. So when Horizon was out, I think Horizon was out for a couple of days
before,
and then Switch dropped with Zelda that everybody was waiting for.
And then that was
that just took up all the media attention. That took up everything.
Makes sense.
There was a lot of other stuff that was dropping with it too,
But that's why I didn't beat it. That's why originally when Horizon came out, I was like, cool, I played it for those first 3 days.
Yeah, and then after that, it was just like,
Nintendo dropped, and I was like, well. Yep. Sorry, I'm not playing. I'm playing Zelda forever.
Yeah, that is true. That's just weird how that affects. That can have such an effect on a game that's good.
Yeah. It's the same with like the movie industry. Like movies come out the same day and then fail. Like I forget what movie came out. It was like alongside Star Wars, and I was like, how dumb can you be to try and compete with Star Wars, even if they are the sequels. Like one of the sequels came out on Christmas Day, and I couldn't even tell you what the other movie was, but it dropped same day.
Exactly.
Like you are an idiot for thinking that you could compete with Star Wars, no matter how good it is. It could be fucking the Christmas special again, and it could be fucking terrible, but people will still go to see that over your movie, no matter what.
It's every industry though. Like even on TV, that's why no one premieres a show when like the Super Bowl is on.
Yeah.
Because you'd be a fool to think you're going to compare with ratings.
Yeah.
In music, like nobody drops around the same time as like Drake or something.
Yeah.
Because he's so
big.
massive of an artist. There's like, well, if I drop, people just going to forget that I even did anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary with like.
That is scary.
Doesn't Beyonce do that? Like, where she just drops it randomly though?
Yeah.
Like,
she kind of has to.
That's terrifying to me because it's like, what if you just decide to like let your album go and you're like super proud of it and you're like this like mid-tier artist and people like you and they're hyped for your new album, but then fucking Beyonce just comes and just like pulls the rug out from under you.
No.
Like I would feel so fucking salty.
I wonder how many times she has murdered like all the.
No. If Beyonce drops you can't, whether you like her or not, or you're into that type of music or not,
the world
you can't drop within a 3-week radius around her because she hits like a fucking meteor. Like,
not only that, she hits like radio stations and everything, and then you have like the overloop, and then all the other artists just end up getting in like the backtrack and everything. So it's like, that's huge.
But you say that just to say, like, there's certain games that come out and it's like, I wouldn't drop that day. Whether you like that game or not, it's going to suck up all the attention.
That's why we're seeing such scheduling like we are now, with like the drops of like, you know, like Hina and like like having those real like actual set dates.
Yeah, those
where
are
like a lot of people are always
PlayStation
waiting because they're like, when is it gonna drop? When are we gonna see this? And then that gives us the players like that gauge of like what that company's gonna do. It's like, oh well, they're dropping this game during this time, or you get this game during that time, and it's like when you have two big games dropping at the same time, it's like one of those like gas moments where you're like, is this gonna really work out? Is one of them gonna get swept under the rug? And then we see that later on in like, you know, the Game Award shows and stuff like that. Like we seen it where Miles Morales dropped during the same time that two other big games dropped. Right. And then we just looked at it all and we're like, oh, Miles Morales got one nomination. It's like it should have gotten more due to the hype and everything that it should have backed it up behind. But it was like you had all these other games that also dropped within like that radius that people were waiting for.
There's certain games you just cannot drop around. I feel like you can't drop around a Zelda game.
A Zelda game
you can't drop around Grand Theft Auto.
Nope.
Oh, if there's ever going to be another Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, I feel like for sure there will be, but they can ride 5. They've been riding it for 8 years now. 2013 that shit came out.
Yep.
I feel like they need to go to at least 2023 to make it a 10-year. Just like straight up like 10 years of GTA 5.
And the worst part is you know what? Because they can push it too because it's getting upgraded for the PS5.
And it's Rockstar's in such a good position because I agree. Because if I'm Rockstar, I'm aiming for that just so I can like put my nuts on the table and be like, 10 years.
Yeah.
We stayed in the top 10. Like, they're still in like the most sold games.
The most sold games.
Like of every like month.
It's on fucking Twitch now. It's on the rise again with the RP service.
With the RP service,
It's ridiculous. Like, I would be, if I'm Rockstar, I'm like, yo, we fucked y'all up for 10 years straight on an 8-year, like at that point, 10-year-old game.
And the thing is like that kills me too because it's like you can see that they're putting minimal work on the 10 years to be able to keep the game going.
It's small things here and there. It's fucking Apple with their phones.
And then the thing is like they're doing that and they're reaping off the benefits and God knows what else they've been working for this is 10 years. You know what I mean? Because right now they haven't released any other games since like
they dropped Red
like
Dead
one game
2
right?
within the 10 years.
Yeah,
and Grand Theft Auto is still like higher than that.
And that was it. So it's like, what else could they be working for? Are they working on another one?
If I'm
that's my question is are they really? And I really hope they are. That they've taken this time to really drop something outrageous when it comes to another Grand Theft Auto.
They're not sitting in the office and they've already gotten like at least beginnings of a storyboard and a concept.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way they're not doing it.
Yeah.
Because that's just smart to do. Eventually, it has to fizzle out. I mean, this is kind of unprecedented.
Yeah, that has gone this long.
With 5, but
I can see them doing
the only
remaster of fucking San Andreas.
I can see
that.
So?
That would be. I think that'd be a big dick.
That would be a time, yeah.
But that would be a good way to prolong it even more. Like, all right, we'll just drop this for now. We already got the assets.
Because you don't need a 6. Like we don't need GTA 6 at all. Just do a remaster of a game that everyone loves. Like it would probably be San Andreas, just because like that's like one of the top ones of the old days. Remaster that for PS5 and next gen consoles. Release it on PC as well, same exact way. And then you can use that game as well to do the same fucking model of GTA 5.
Yeah, you're right.
The online capabilities, and it's endless. That's another 10 years just there.
Yeah,
that is.
And they just sit in fucking Tahiti drinking mojitos, and they're set for life.
That is true. Shit. I think the only other game that I've seen gone this long has been like Skyrim.
Skyrim is pretty.
Yeah,
it's the only one that's gone this long.
Yeah, I agree. I can't I'm trying to think of what. I'm still trying to think of what comes out, and you can't drop around it. I used to say Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, yeah.
I don't feel like it's to the extent that it used to be.
Not as it used to be, but it's still there. Like it's a little bit more minimal, but like even with this one, like I've still refused to buy the game because like I'm not paying $60 for another Call of Duty. Like I'll wait until it goes on sale. and then I'll hop in. I won't play zombies because I don't like zombies. It has nothing to do with it being scary. I just don't like it. It's not for me. And I'll play it, but like, I'm not paying $60 for a reskin of the same fucking game with different guns. It's like NBA, like the same thing with them. Like they're fucking the same thing every single time.
They've been trying to be creative with how they drop those now. Like I think, was it 2 or 3 Maddens ago? I know it's not NBA, but they tried to switch it up and have like some kind of career mode. I forget what it's called. I'm sure somebody listening is going to tell me. But that was kind of like a hit.
Yeah.
Because they just did something that they've never done before. So I saluted them on that because now after that, 2K, NBA 2K
did the same thing,
and everybody's trying to incorporate these like story-driven career modes story modes. And that's cool, but I feel like it's like it started out really good and now people are immediately getting used to it because the bulk of the game is still
at the beginning,
what it was.
Yeah.
And it kind of iterative. They're even becoming, that used to be something, those games used to be something that's like, when they drop, don't do anything around them. But now, I don't think it's anything like it used to be now.
Well, the thing is, probably like, if you constantly are like making the same game over and over again, annualizing it, that's when you lose the grasp of that like replayability. Because you lose the ability to start training your devs to do that. To add the ability of replayability, to have people to come back to that game. Like right now, if you have somebody playing 2K right now, they're not going to want to just drop 2K and go back to an old game of the same like genre just to play it.
Well, yeah, that's why when you try to trade in an old one, they give you like 50 cents.
Yeah.
So they're like, no, get the fuck out of my store.
that was themselves shooting themselves in the foot on that case. I was like, they could have kept it where they would just add stuff into it instead, DLC wise, formats, adding gameplay to the next iteration.
Updates.
Yeah,
DLC ruined it.
They just ruined it because they just kept adding an extra game. They were like, oh, we have too many DLCs. We're not gonna add this as a DLC. We're gonna make it another game.
Well, as long as your game can connect to Wi-Fi, they'll just update your rosters. So that kind of ruined the need to be hyped for the next one.
Yeah.
Because if I know you'll automatically update my shit.
Yeah, but they're gonna have better sweat.
Yeah.
That's all they keep adding,
Sweat.
The only way that I will buy a new basketball or baseball or hockey game is if they add a Gatorade mod, where it's like if you drink your flavor Gatorade, your character sweat that color.
That color.
That's it. That's the only way I'll ever fucking buy another sports game.
Oh, man.
Like I'll still buy wrestling games and shit because I like them not so much the WWE ones because they haven't made an actual 2K in like 2 years. But like I loved those games, like making myself and like going through my career and whatnot.
No, don't play the newest one.
Well, yeah, that one's a joke. Like it's a garbage fire and like it's cartoony, and you like make your ring and stuff, which is
the one before that one.
Which one?
That one was broken.
Oh yeah, that
shit.
one was pretty broken. I forgot about that one.
I remember seeing those
the assets were fucked
was it
up.
20?
Yeah,
2K 2020.
Like the assets were fucked when you were like doing like if you did modifications to your character to change his face would just disappear and it was eyeballs left.
I saw that.
Yeah,
it was the worst.
Like
there's a bunch of T-posing and shit.
Yeah. I'm really hoping that they. I really can't wait for the AEW game, man.
That game walked so Cyberpunk could fly.
Yeah. But let's reel it in. What you guys play? What'd
you play? Because I don't remember what I played and I have to think.
Not much. This is by my lightest week. I think Trenton was playing. If it wasn't for him, sometimes I probably wouldn't have touched the game. He was playing.
You beat his ass on Smash yet?
No, I have not in this last week. I haven't. He was playing the Mario 3D All Stars one day, so we were just kind of like fucking around on there.
Oh,
he was like, because he'll get to a point where like I can't do it and hand me the controller. I'm like, and you never will if you keep handing it to me.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get him like to not quit on himself.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you can do it. Don't just get to a part that's hard and be like, do it for me. And because eventually you're gonna get to the next hard part.
Yeah.
I was like, you have to be able to take losing in order to learn.
Yeah.
So we were going through a bunch of that. But that's honestly the only game I touched this week because I was doing, the first part of the week was front loaded with just mad editing. With that beautiful podcast you guys heard last week.
Yeah.
So like I took a day off to mix that. So
I'd like to point out that I was correct in multiple things with the X-Men. What was the other thing that I had been corrected by?
Which one?
I used the same GIF twice in the same day.
Oh well, it was still opinion based. The Superman thing.
No,
The Superman thing, yeah. CLD had my back because the Superman movies are dope, and you can't say anything about it
Why can't I?
because I was right.
That doesn't mean I had no.
Because I was right.
So an army of 2 people said we're agreed on one thing, and I have to be like, oh,
Listen, man, Army of Two. Nicko said it himself. Great game.
It is
Last
a great
week
game, actually.
specifically.
all right, let's ask the devs who made
I'm
that
actually
game. How do you
surprised.
feel?
I'm actually surprised that Bert hasn't sent me any hate mail yet.
I was waiting
For
for the
He's
Pokemon
busy.
thing.
He's down in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
He's doing some
Because
stuff.
I'm waiting for him to listen to that and then just throw me some sus mail, and I know I'm gonna end up dying.
Oh yeah, I literally I kind of warned him about it. I was like, just so you know, it gets addressed. It's not just like Pokemon things that are said wrong. It gets addressed and it's made a joke of, but don't get mad right away. But
I think I'm gonna start making it a point to just get shit wrong, just to get them riled up.
Pokemans.
Yeah. Pokemans.
yeah.
Shit.
Oh god.
But yeah, what else did you guys play?
I
Like,
played a little bit of
Chris?
Apex by myself this week. I was just solo queuing. I think I streamed it, but then I got mad because every single person that I would like link up with legitimately died right away.
Oh,
What?
shit.
Like we would land and like there'd be like nobody around us. We would get our guns and then my teammate would die. And then I'd be like, okay, cool. And then I would get like one knock and then I'd kill the other. Like I would kill a team like I was playing duos. And then I'd go to pick up my teammate and then another team just be like, bitch, you thought? And then dead. So then I played Zelda again for a bit. I think that was last week when I did that stream, the second playthrough. Posted a YouTube video.
That
with
was a funny
clips
YouTube
of it.
video, man.
If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. It's pretty much everywhere. It's on our YouTube. There's a clip or two of it, I think, on Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah.
And then on TikTok as well. There's a couple clips from it. But yeah, you got to watch that whole thing, man, because like I've been playing this game and I know this game's good. I know it, but it feels like this game's against me.
I think at this point the game is against you.
Because like there's shit happening to me that has not happened to other people who have played the game,
Yep.
and they're just like, bro, horse killing himself, like
great.
fucking getting like yeeted off the map in certain spots and like getting killed from like stamina and whatnot. And, like and then fighting, like I can't fight well yet, even though I can, and I'm not good at it. I'm like not hitting my bow and arrow shots at all. Like
I think we need to have a side by side, like us in the same
I'll bring my
room.
Switch next time and we'll do a
Playing
YouTube
that.
video of it, or we'll fucking stream it next time we record.
Yeah, right?
Just like a little bit of a stream, and we'll have a good time. But I don't know. I'm not gonna have a good time for that game until I get like at least like 12 hours in, and I have gear that doesn't suck ass. Because everything I pick up sucks.
I don't even think it's gonna be that much when it comes to time. I think it's gonna be when you get that pro controller.
Maybe.
I feel like when you get that pro controller, you'll probably finally feel comfortable enough to play that game.
Maybe. I mean, I
So-
was gonna do that this week, and then I just didn't because I was like, I think I spent money on something else, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was a lightsaber. Never mind. I got a lightsaber.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You did send us a clip of that.
I got a lightsaber, and it was pretty cool.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah, it changes colors.
Did you see the TikTok I sent you with like the new theme thing that they have at the Star Wars Disney
What?
for Florida?
What about it?
So they added a new attraction where you can go in to, so you know that, I don't know if you guys have ever, you probably ever been to Disney where they had that like pyramid thing that they probably showcase where
you
like
talking about the
Darth
lightsaber
Vader
building
will come
thing?
out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's been a thing for like 3 years.
Has
dude.
it been?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Savi's workshop.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware that that it was for
I don't
that long.
want to do it though
So
because
I don't know. I thought it was cool.
Well, the problem. So I follow this podcast called Rexing Around, and he just buys all the Star Wars things. Like, you think I have a lot of Star Wars things? No,
Yeah.
you're wrong. This guy has like I'll show you a video. There's this funny video he has where it's like a guy running away, and then it's him with like the what's the fucking song in Thor Ragnarok? Immigrant song, like the
Oh,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
that song, and he comes running it, and he's got like an arm full of lightsabers, like 2 arms, like holding them.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
he's like sprinting after this person with his lightsabers. But he got the Savi's workshop lightsaber, and you can choose from like 4 different like factions. You can use like power and control, which is like Sith boys, peace and love or some hippie shit, which is Jedis. Nature, which is cool because you can get like a Rancor tooth and like put it on the bottom of the hilt. And then cool. I think the other one is something about like service, and it's like the Jedi Temple Guards. And I think he got a Jedi Temple Guard one, and he's like, I want to make this rose gold because they're metal,
right?
Like they're metal pieces that you choose like what you want to be on the chassis, and then like you choose your kyber crystal color. And he gave it to his friend because this guy also is the owner of the bikes company, Super 77 or something like that, like the motorized bicycles. You've probably seen like clips of like.
I'm sure I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And he sent it to his like metal guy to like rose gold plate it. And the guy was like, dude, this is like the worst metal ever. Like it's low grade metal, like cheap as fuck garbage. And like he hardly could get anything to like actually stick to it. And it's because they're using low grade metal for all that and charging like $500 for it.
What?
It's a $500 experience.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Meanwhile, you can go to there's a place called Doc Ondar's, which is like it's called the Den of Antiquities. So it's like antiques and stuff that are based around the Star Wars world. And there's this giant animatronic. You've seen the original Star Wars movies. There's like that hammerhead looking guy that's brown, like in the cantina. Like he looks like a hammerhead shark, but kind of like a slug at the same time.
Probably.
Yeah, he's like the owner, and there's like an animatronic of him like doing math on like an abacus and shit. And you can buy replica lightsabers of like different characters. Those are made out of the good shit, and you can get like Kylo Ren, Ahsoka Tano. I love Ahsoka Tano. You can do like Mace Windu and all those, and Darth Vader and Anakin and blah blah blah, X Y Z LMNOP, and those are all like high grade shit. That's what I want. I want them.
Okay.
And then
I thought the experience was pretty cool. Though.
The experience looks cool, and like even Ryan said to me, he was like, I would still want to do that.
I still would probably want to do it.
$200 $extra just for a shitty experience where I'm choosing what I want on it, and then it's gonna fall apart in years because it's crappy metal.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather get something that's like legitimately good and like a character that I love that I can put on display, and then if I want to do that in the future, maybe if I just start shitting money, then I can do that.
You start shitting money, I'm coming into your bathroom.
I'm coming to start wiping.
I don't care what. Yeah, I don't care how dirty the money is. I'm coming into the bathroom that day.
Oof. But yeah, I bought a lightsaber.
I can just see you with that. Here's Johnny.
Yeah, it's just like
you.
like
Here's
yo,
Johnny, but it's my asshole that he's sticking his face through.
it fucking stinks in here, but let's go. Come on.
Listen, man.
I got bills. Let's go.
Oh god.
Shit.
Shit.
That's when it'll start feeding
Get
me
to
Taco
it.
Bell
Start
forcefully.
feeding you.
Oh yeah, fuck that healthy shit at that point.
Thinking that,
I had my first salad today, guys, on the podcast.
That's crazy. This is the guy.
People are gonna be like, "What?"
This
I
is
don't like salads. I don't like lettuce specifically because I don't like the texture of it, and it's just crunchy water, and I'll just drink a water bottle anyway. That's just dumb to me. But I got a spinach salad, and it was very good. It had chicken and bacon and some black beans and what
Isn't
else?
crunchy water ice?
Technically, but it's also lettuce.
Lettuce
Lettuce is just
is
crunchy
celery-
water that tastes
celery
like
could
lawn
be-
clippings. That's it.
Lawn
So is
clippings.
celery. Yeah, celery is just crunchy water.
All right.
All
okay.
it is it's just water inside of
It
crunchy.
tastes like more than water.
Yeah, lawn clippings.
It doesn't taste like lawn.
It tastes like
clipping.
lawn clippings. You go out and mow the lawn, and you put your mouth over the hole where it shoots out the grass, and you're like, lettuce.
I don't know, man. The
And then you
lettuce,
run over a little bit of
that
dog
is-
shit, and you're like,
that
oh,
is-
look, the brown lettuce.
lettuce
The-
is
that
the
is-
lettuce business is booming. I
That
don't
is
know
an
if
aggressive
everybody feels like
vegan
that.
picture you just painted there.
What's the other type of lettuce that there is? There's like
You
a
got
brown
iceberg,
lettuce.
You got
romaine.
watercress, romaine.
Isn't there one that's like there's like brown, or is that just bad lettuce? And I had bad lettuce.
I'm
one
about to- I
time.
think you
What,
just ate
brown?
some lettuce with shit.
brown?
No, I didn't wipe
Arugula.
lettuce with shit. No,
You might
I'm saying
have.
maybe it just
You
went
said
bad.
like what? Like the parts on the top were brown?
No, it was like brown. Like the leaf was brown.
Oh, it's probably arugula.
Arugula is green. I like arugula.
No, it's green and then it has like different like brownish purple colors towards the tips.
No, this thing was like Aunt's coffee brown.
Oh, then you had bad lettuce.
Okay, cool. So there's no such thing as brown lettuce. I was today years old when I found that out.
Yeah,
So-
unless you were having cooked kale, but I don't think you were having that.
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had
Do
a
we
salad
think
today.
lettuce is going to have an E3 presence?
I had.
Nah, it's not a thing.
I played the game of life by eating a salad today.
That's good though.
One salad.
So what else happened? What has happened?
And now it's time for the news, brought to you by Salad.
Salad.
Eat it.
Hey,
It's crunchy water.
Oh, I have a little thing.
No, hold
that I
on,
wanna get in.
hold on.
Uh-oh.
Listen. And that's all I had to say. You listen. Y'all been listening to this podcast a long time. For the people listening, we went over that already. We on top of the Pokemon thing from last week. One thing I kept hitting y'all over the head with is this Nintendo Switch Pro coming out.
Oh yeah.
I hit y'all with that over and over and over again.
Yep.
And it finally got from an official source.
Yeah.
Was reported. And I just want to let you
I just feel proud as fuck.
You got to know, if you're not super in the know, where you heard that shit first.
Yeah. I feel proud as fuck for knowing the tech that was gonna be in it.
Cause people was hitting, people were hitting me like, yo, where'd you read this? Is there like a report? I'm like, yo, it's coming. I promise you, that shit is coming out this year too.
Yep.
If it doesn't come this year, that means it was supposed to when they pushed it up. But Bloomberg and a very credible news source, they're an official news source. I don't want to just say credible. They're an official media platform.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It might be fake news.
Fake news. I think that's done.
No.
Yeah,
we're done. We're done with that.
Kappa.
Bloomberg reported that Nintendo is working on their upgraded Nintendo Switch. It's going to have a Samsung OLED screen, 4K Ultra HD when docked. It's a smaller bezel, so the screen looks bigger, and it is releasing this year. Production is supposed to start in June. Y'all can go to Bloomberg's Twitter. That account, it's on there somewhere, or Google it. But
and if they're starting the production in June, my prediction is going to be that it's coming for holidays. So
it's definitely coming for holidays.
So you little kids are going to have fun on Christmas.
And my thing is, everybody was mad they didn't see any Zelda, or I said this before. That Switch, Zelda's going to come out alongside this upgraded Switch.
Yeah.
Because they're following the trend of when the Switch first came out. Number one. Number two, anything that we haven't seen already, the games everybody was looking for in that direct that we probably didn't see,
going over there.
They're holding these big titles to release either around on the day or post the release of this Switch, because they're not going to launch an upgraded system without having some heavy hitter games to go hand in hand with it. So yeah, production starts in June, which means I would assume a release is going to be October, November. And I guarantee you that's when
November, I'd say.
And when they show the trailer for it, which they're going to do, I'm assuming they would have to at least show it either summer or just late summer going into fall.
I can see that August, September.
Because they have, and when they show that, it takes you back to our previous Nintendo Direct that just happened, where they had nothing to show on Zelda. I honestly feel like they have shit to show on Zelda.
They're liars.
But they're going to show it when they also show this Switch, because it has to be a system seller.
Yeah.
Like they always use Zelda as a system seller.
Yeah.
GameCube going into Wii was Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess, yeah. And then Wii to Wii U was
Skyward Sword. And then going Wii U to Switch was Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, yep.
So, I mean, look, like they're leaving you the breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's why. I'm sure they have plenty they could show us on Zelda. But if you don't think if you don't think they're not going to wait to show that hand in hand, or at least around the time they're also going to tell you a new Switch is coming, and the tagline is going to be plays best on Switch Pro or whatever this is. And they're going to show you the differences.
Yeah. Well, that, and we already know that E3 is going to be out two of the big companies.
E3, I'm almost like...
Yeah, like the ESA, I think, is going to end up dropping E3
at
one point.
I don't think they're going to drop it yet, but I think...
Because right now, if we all know what Sony did last year, that they pulled out of E3,
going.
And they're not going already. They already confirmed they're not going to E3 this year. And apparently there's rumors of a second big company not showing up.
Fine, Nintendo.
And
they don't have to
it's
go.
probably going to be Nintendo, because they've been getting such a good review from these directs.
The only company that was sticking around with E3 last time when the COVID stuff happened was Xbox. And then E3 didn't happen. So they just did their own conference, which they could still do. I think the last year has done nothing but let us know that these companies we don't
Can
need
stand alone.
to come here anymore. We don't need to spend the millions of dollars to set up for this presentation and pay third parties and pay for space at the
Hotels and
expo.
flights
They're saving so much money by and they're big enough companies where they don't have to
do that.
Resident Evil, for God's sakes, had its own event this year.
That is true.
True. Pokemon.
So it's just to back to original point, Switch Pro is coming, new details have been put out, and that's when you're going to see Zelda.
And we fucking called it.
Yeah, I've been saying that
eat our butts.
for episodes now.
Yeah. And that 4K, I already knew, and I was expecting it already. I was like, I know that the tech on there that I had seen, when I was researching it and looking through it, it's so much tech was popping up around, LCD screens and so on and so forth. And not only that, it was how can I say it? The same technology is now popping up for streaming services. Mm-hmm. So Elgato is working on little receiver cams and stuff like that, and receiver screens, and all of these things are small, compact for streamers on the go. Mm-hmm. So you have so many streamers that are on the go that want some high resolution stuff to be able to see what they're capturing. Mm-hmm. It's the one thing that you can see is the tech. Just like Nintendo. Nintendo always has prided themselves of making every system part of toys. And their toys get engineered the same way that everything else gets engineered. Oh, you got something new, you got a new engineering piece, you got a new little wrench screw part here, we're gonna use that. We're gonna use this, we're gonna use the other thing. So seeing this screen and this resolution of LCDs, seeing it on our phones, having 4K output or having HD output, the best thing for them is to sit with the handheld, research on this, and then develop that technology.
And it's more than LCD. This is OLED.
OLED, yeah.
OLED screen. So it's they're pushing
hard.
Nintendo. We always knew they don't aim for power.
No,
they don't aim for 4K.
I don't even think they aim for visuals. They aim for gameplay all the time.
Right, they do.
This is the first time they've done that.
I think
they went
I think this is going to boost it up to, because I feel with the way a Switch is now, it has pretty much maybe 360 PS3 kind of graphics on it, a little above it, but not quite PS4, Xbox One, not quite that. I think this is going to push it up to maybe base PS4 level.
Yeah, PS4
visuals.
Pro, I'd say. If I dare say.
So I think they're, like I said, they're holding out on these titles because they're probably telling all their partners, hey, prepare for
the
4K visuals, prepare for
ray tracing.
So the reason we're seeing all these games that are what, why?
Mm-hmm. It's because those are probably the companies who are not going to worry about putting this stuff
I think
on 4K
either that or these were things that were already in motion. They were probably meant to come out earlier, but COVID held everything
too
up.
Far out
so I think they're getting rid of their backlog of games that were supposed to drop. Mm-hmm. And the reason I know Metroid was already pushed out and pushed, but I think now once they knew they were doing this, they're all right, we're going to give them Metroid, but we're going to wait till we're in the position to get presented to them in the best way.
Until the text there.
They're still waiting for Bayonetta 3. Mm-hmm. These games that everybody's where is it? I think this answers the question of where all those games are. Mm-hmm. So I think Nintendo, from this holiday season into 2022, I think that's when you're going to start seeing the bangers start coming out. That's when you're going to see the follow up to Mario Odyssey. Yep. That's when you're going to see the Zelda, the Metro, all that stuff.
The next 3D Mario. So, yeah. I can't I am actually very how can I say impressed at the fact that Nintendo has always had that capability of dropping a system in the middle of a release from Xbox and PlayStation, and then once PlayStation and Xbox have their following release, they have a way of upgrading their system to a point where they can match up, or they can have still have people go for it, that type of thing. So it's right now
you're just being smart about it.
Yeah, because I feel Nintendo is one system behind from PlayStation and Xbox releases, or no?
What do you mean?
When they always release stuff, we have generations. Gen 1 was, you had PS1, Xbox, and...
It's weird to me that that's Gen 1.
Right. Well, I mean, like Gen 1 as in like where we're at.
No. I get it because you're not the first person I heard say that. I'm just like it's always been odd to me that's Gen 1.
Like for me, if I say Gen 1, it's gonna be NES.
Yeah,
like,
when
that's
I think Gen 1, I think Nintendo.
Yeah. But when I like all of my cousins and everything always say Gen 1, I think PS1, Xbox, and like I always ask them what was their Nintendo of choice, and at that point, I always get for Gen 1 for Nintendo, it's either GBA. I don't get GameCube, I don't get like NES, or I usually just get GBA. So it's like I always put Nintendo as being like behind a system, a console. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's like, all right. So if we were to put it that way, like Gen 1 would be PlayStation, like PlayStation, Xbox, Wii.
No, if you're talking PlayStation 1,
like PS1,
then it's PS1,
GameCube, and
no,
Xbox,
it's PS1, right? Nintendo 64, and because that's what came out alongside PS1 was 64, not GameCube. It was GameCube, PS2, Xbox.
Oh, GameCube, PS2.
So when
Xbox.
it was
that's where I'm at.
When it's PS1, then it was PS1, 64, and like Dreamcast came out around there somewhere.
Okay. See, because like whenever I like,
which
I
was
always,
late. No, because you got to put Dreamcast near PS2
near
because
PS2,
Dreamcast dropped in '99, and then PS2 was like right after.
Right after, yeah.
So I guess you just say it's like PS1, 64, and Sega Saturn.
And Sega Saturn, yeah. So it's just weird because there's so many systems that came out during that first gen that it's like they're like I always count from PS2 because it's like that's when they really went into like here's the three big bosses where like they kept coming with a console every time, and like if you count from there, I think Nintendo is one system behind from console releases.
It's weird
because they always had like a Wii U got released. And then in between those two releases, we had PlayStation and PlayStation 3, like 2 and 3.
It's weird because I wouldn't call Nintendo's never, unless you're just talking about behind in like power or something.
No. I mean like behind us in releases.
I don't think they're behind though because Nintendo's just unwieldy. Like they don't have they don't go by everybody's schedule. So it's like because even if they don't have a system like a console out, there's always like a DS somewhere in there or 3DS or something.
See, that's why I always get confused because whenever I guess I got to look back at like the release times because like whenever I see a release for like PlayStation or Xbox, like right now the Switch has been out for 3 years, right?
2017 is when
so
Switch
4
came
years.
out?
So the Switch has been out for 4 years, and we're now getting the next gen console for Xbox and PlayStation, but we're not technically getting a next gen console for the Nintendo. And then from the Switch to the next console is going to be Nintendo release first, and then Xbox and PlayStation comes out. You know what I mean?
I think
it's like they have 2 consoles per one release.
I think they have the same amount, but I think after Wii, like Wii U and Switch, threw it all out of whack.
All out of whack, yeah. Okay.
Because then consoles became, it wasn't even just the Nintendo, it was the consoles became iterative at that point. Because that's when we started getting, we got PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't a thing before PS4.
Yeah,
there was no
true.
PS3 Pro.
I mean, we had the PlayStation 2 and then we had the Slim.
Well, yeah, but those are just the same console. It was the same amount of power. Like
it wasn't like another
you got
iteration.
like the iterative. They started doing like kind of how this new Switch model is.
Yeah.
Like this is nothing but the PS4 Pro of Nintendo Switch because everything that comes out after that point, maybe it'll look best and have the most power behind it on this new Switch, but you'll still be able to play them all on your old Switch.
Right.
They'd be fools not to do that.
That is true.
And until unless they tell me straight up, I don't consider this like Switch 2. This isn't the next Switch console.
Right.
Or the next
I guess that's just where I'm at. Like I always see Nintendo dropping 2 consoles per every one PlayStation or Xbox console.
They just go to the beat of their own drum. That's the thing.
Like,
and
it works.
What console wars is like. There's no such thing as a console war with Nintendo. I don't think they're in the war.
No,
I don't think they've never been.
Yeah, pretty much.
They've ever
like
been.
straight up. It's always Xbox, PlayStation, and then sometimes PC people are just like, nah, fuck you both. But then Nintendo's like, I'm just gonna do what I want.
Yeah.
And it works.
And it works better than the rest. Like,
Yeah.
because then we just get bullshit arguments between Xbox and PlayStation. When in reality, they're pretty much the same thing, except for the games you get exclusively.
Right.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that are quote unquote directly competing.
Yeah.
Is Sony and Microsoft.
Yeah, and you can see it now too, because like I said, both PlayStation and Xbox literally sat in a room and went, "Hey, how's your homework looking? And he goes, I did it fast and hard. He's like, how's your homework looking? I did it beautifully. And I was like, oh, so you're looking at visuals.
I like that
I'm doing
analogy.
power.
Yeah,
like, that's really what it is.
Nintendo's like, I'm coloring.
Yeah, and Nintendo's like, colors.
It's a coloring book.
OLED display colors.
Right. They're over there doing like hard ass arithmetic, and Nintendo's trying to stay in the lines, like coloring a picture of like a dog, like
Nintendogs.
Yeah, right.
That's the game they come out with the fucking Switch Pro.
Can you imagine?
Nintendogs Pro.
You've never seen dogs like this. But they've, like you said, they march to be their own drum.
Yeah,
they're the
that's
only
true.
ones who dominate the handheld market.
Yeah,
like
really
they can
are.
do it because they've trendsetted a market that the other two can't get to. And even if they can get to it, they will never do it as well as Nintendo.
It makes me so sad because, like, right now I can say that the Vita died for the Switch to live. Because the Vita came out way too early of its time, and he has so many capabilities that the Switch has.
But they did, but
except for like removable remotes and shit like that. But they had like dual touchpad and like gameplay and movement.
I think the Vita was a great. I think that was a beautiful system. I think it just tried to do a lot.
Yeah.
I think it was a very quality machine without like a game to hold hold its head on. Like it didn't have like the killer app. Like you have to buy a Vita to play this game. There were games on it you could only get on it, but nothing good enough for you to drop everything
to get it
and go buy it.
And they tried to do that with Sly Cooper, but then they were like, "Hey, you can get this in PS3 too." They yeeted the fucking Vita out the window.
And Nintendo with their handheld is just like, "Well, no, we just keep it simple. We bring all of our." Well, Nintendo also has Pokemon, which is just a dominating
killer,
force as a handheld that you're not going to beat.
It really is.
But we can go on. And what else is in the news? What are we talking about?
I don't know. I'm playing Pokemon Go.
See? Look at this motherfucker. You just proved my point.
Yeah, right? No, I have...
Today's a community day. You can get a fletchling.
Fletchling.
Oh.
It's like, imagine a bird. Yeah, it's just
and a jalapeno.
No, it's just a bird. It's just a bird. It
looks like a Pokemon to me.
Yeah, you can get it shiny. I got one so far. And
you got one so far?
Yeah, it looks like it was just pissed on. It's just yellow.
No. I don't like it now. If it's pissed on.
Press pissed on it.
But no.
Don't go pissing on birds, kids.
I had a little thing.
Use your birds to piss.
I had a little thing.
Jesus Christ.
Kids.
So to add to the Sony drop that we had last week for that Final Fantasy, like for all of those, for some of the, like, not spoilers specifically, but in the trailer we see multiple characters that we mentioned, like Sanin. Like, we don't know who the hell that is, and I honestly don't know who it is, and I'm pretty sure he's a brand new character. We see Yuffie, and then we see a random guy with like spiky, like Sora looking white hair.
So all of the Final Fantasies.
And everybody's like asking or was wondering who that character was. Little bit of research on like what had happened. The one game that in the original game hasn't been touched upon was Dirge of Cerberus. And that character actually supposed to be the new model and rendition of Weiss, the villain of that game.
Oh,
so this character, there was an interview with the directors for Final Fantasy. He actually said that this character within the DLC is going to be a secret boss that you have to figure out how to get to and fight it. But the reason why that was added in there was to appease not a controversial debate, but an actual debate that players had when they released Dirge of Cerberus. In that game, the team gets together and the whole story is focused around Vincent.
Okay.
So it was like a first-person RPG shooter that they try to create, and it was pretty good and fun on its own. But the main character had like this immense amount of power. Wasn't really explained where it came from and anything like that until the very end. But Vincent finally gets help from the rest of the gang. But since it's a Vincent-driven game, you play it as Vincent. The rest of the party kind of spreads apart to fight all the other bosses in the middle of this giant chaotic fight. And people mentioned how that boss fight was the hardest fight in the whole game, and the reason being is because they gave you Vincent as the character you use. They were like, why couldn't you have given me Cloud? I would have finished this boss fight way faster. And that debate sparked the whole who's stronger, Weiss or Cloud.
Goku.
So
This is all starting to sound like Kingdom Final Fantasy Hearts.
So pretty
I
much
was gonna say he has the power of the Kingdom Hearts.
yes. So pretty much what they
Lend
did
me
is
your Kingdom Hearts. Spirit Bomb.
Spirit Bomb, it's just a giant heart.
It's just a giant.
It's a giant Keyblade. Just throws a giant Keyblade to Earth.
So they added that boss fight in there, and apparently you're able to play it as Cloud. So in the DLC, not only are you going to be able to play with Yuffie as the main character, but you're also going to be able to play as Cloud. So my intuition was correct. They're playtesting different modes, and they're also giving you more characters to start with in the next game. So that's going to be fun.
I still gotta play that game.
Having Weiss and Cloud go at it, which is a big debate from back in the day.
All right, well, I'm glad they're sewing that story up.
And I have one more thing for you, because you said
What did I say? I
but
said
wait,
nothing.
last week you said, why would I want to go back and play 12 hours of a game that I have already played if there's nothing for me in the end? And
I never said there was nothing for me in the end.
No, and then this is the reason why I'm saying you should go back. The company that was working on Final Fantasy before was CyberConnect. CyberConnect's most famous game is .hack. The fact that this game is coming out in parts gave me one indication. You might want to play through it, because I feel like what they're doing is they're going to push level caps of the characters and allow you to bring the save data from your previous game with all of your items collected to the following game. So whatever you have in game 1, it's going to be used as if it was a new game plus on game 2. And you keep the same levels, same setup, same characters, same equipment and items. So you might want to go through and play the game.
I mean, but if that's the case, they would have to have a game mode where you don't do that, though.
They will, but then you start at 0 from
And then
game 1.
the game would have to level down. So technically, you don't need to.
Not often.
I'm the angel on your shoulder.
Not often.
I'm taking this all in.
Not often, because in
Don't play
the reason why I'm saying this
You're
is
the devil now. Like,
Don't play the fucking game.
the reason why I'm saying
you're
'cause
fucking Dark Kermit.
well the
Don't
reason
do it.
the reason why I'm saying this is because in .hack they don't level down. What they do is if you start with at .hack GU2 and you don't have a save data for 1 and you start as a new game, your character is just leveled up to level 50, but you get no extra items, no extra nothing. You just start with base stuff, and then you just at a higher level. That's it.
When do we think Final Fantasy VII Part 2 is coming out?
Oh, that's next year. I don't even think it's coming out this year.
No. I just definitely not coming out this year.
I feel like that game is either going to be late 2022. That's the closest date. Because in reality, I would want that to be summer 2023.
I was thinking early 2023, honestly, for that. Even though, wait, it came out last year, right?
Yeah.
So,
But they already said that they have a lot of the work done already. So, like, given them the fact that they took, almost 7-8 years to build this one. And even though they scrapped it, 4 years ago? So they took 4 years worth of work to be able to get this one out. And they already have all the assets, if not multiple assets, already done from when they did Kingdom Hearts 3.
I feel like I'm just going to start Final Fantasy 7-2 and sound like Patrick from that SpongeBob. Like, who are you people?
You should just play Kingdom
I don't know.
Hearts.
I just
I'm not doing that.
That story makes more sense than what Final Fantasy is.
No. I'll play 12 hours again instead of
Yeah.
They could come out with a brand new
Trust
Kingdom
me.
Hearts, and I'll still go back and play 12
Yeah.
hours instead of playing that.
I'd rather
I could tell you that for sure.
Donald the whole time than play that game.
I can tell you that for sure. I think that
Listen, and this is coming from somebody who said Final Fantasy VII Remake was his game of the year.
Yep.
I loved it that much, but not enough to play 12 hours again. Now, if this was Mario or Zelda, I'd be like, I'll go play those 12 hours again.
But yeah, so that's what I think might happen for the release of 2. You might be able to bring your save data to the next game, which would be pretty cool.
True that.
Yeah.
What else happened?
Other than that, that's all I had for Final Fantasy news type deal.
Sword
that I
guy
found
is
out.
done with his sword news.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sword Guy, Smash Brothers released their new character, Pyra and Mithra.
Played it yet?
no. That's what I could have played this week. But I watched the presentation on them, and they look dope as shit.
Yeah, those combinations, those fight combinations and battle combinations are dope.
So I'm looking forward to testing them out. Guilty Gear Strive pushed their game up. They delayed it from April 9th to June 11th.
June 11th, yeah.
Because they did the open beta. They listened to the crowd feedback, and they plan to go back in and adjust the game according to the feedback, which I think is the way you do it. I think that's dope.
Cyberpunk.
No. Because Cyberpunk was just like, we're not telling you anything. Even in the review, we're not telling you anything.
We're just
and you have to buy it on the day it comes out.
Yep.
And it's on fire.
With dildos.
Just fiery dildos.
Fiery dildos.
Was there much else?
I don't know.
No.
I don't really think this week much happened.
Yeah.
It's been a chill week.
It has been.
Unlike last week.
Yeah.
Little Nightmares 2 was released, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been out for a little bit now.
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was in
I guess I'm behind the 8 ball. Are you playing that game yet? Yeah.
I played the first one. I have the first one. I didn't play the second one.
I saw a lot of like Let's Players and stuff that were playing it, and it looked interesting. It's like remind me back of the good old days of Limbo.
I like Limbo.
Then you might want to play this game then. Yeah. It's right up your alley. It's not super scary or anything like that. It's creepy.
Hey, I guess. I just those aren't my type of games. I don't know why. Like I like Limbo because like it was just like easy peasy, you just make your way across. But like, it's not my thing.
It's not your thing.
Not my thing.
It was cool. I mean, I enjoyed the first one. Not enough to like drop everything and go get the second one, but it was fine. It was cool. Chris, tell us about this Aliens Fire Team game you put in the chat, in the Instagram chat.
Oh, I don't even fucking remember, dude. I'm still playing Pokemon.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Whatever this was.
I just sent it to you because I thought it was funny. It looks like you're like a 4-person team in like an alien situation.
It looked like Gears of War with aliens to me.
Straight up. I'm sure Flooded will like it because it's an Alien franchise. I love the Alien franchise, like at least like the films.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I'll play it. It looks like Gears of War as if they were like, hey, let's take Gears of War's Call of Duty Zombies and just throw a Xenomorph on it.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Killing Floor reminds me of that.
Yeah, it's just.
Remember playing Killing Floor, man?
I'm not a huge fan of it. You know, there's like.
It's like it was kind of like.
You want to
Left
talk
4
about
Dead.
Avengers and their next gen update?
Oh yeah. What you've been waiting for?
Yeah, let's talk about it. It's gonna suck. Okay, moving on.
Yeah,
this is so funny because you got so mad at me when I told you that game might No Man's Sky better than
it won't
Cyberpunk.
because it's bad.
I don't know. For what they showed, it looked like they're doing stuff.
Yeah, they're doing stuff. Bad stuff. They literally. You see the thing about the leveling? They made it so you have to grind more in order to level up more, which was already a problem people were having. They were like, you have to grind too much in this game to get your characters leveled up. So they're like, okay, well, we're gonna make you have to do it more.
Really?
Yes. So they're shit. They're a fucking shit game, and it needs to go into the trash can like it is.
You heard it here first.
Yep.
Shit.
Throw it in the garbage.
I'm never putting that disc in my console again. Not once.
That kind of sucks.
Avengers is somewhere crying.
It's a joke of a game, dude. It's shit.
I know. I keep going back to the fact that like I feel so sad that that's tied to Square Enix.
You shouldn't, because they're bad too.
No,
Fuck
they're
Square
not.
Enix.
No, Square Enix.
Yes, because they ruined the Avengers.
Oh, that's the only reason? No, I can't.
No. The director ruined the Avengers, not Square Enix. Put the right director on that game, and you'll get a better game within the company.
I don't think Square Enix is a bad company. I just feel like they should not do somewhere else. They should just stop teaming up with Disney and all their properties.
I think Disney should stop looking for them. That's the problem.
They're not a good marriage as a partnership.
When they had Kingdom Hearts like fucking planned out, Disney was the one that was like, "Yo, let me put my dick in that."
Moving on. Fall Guys was bought by Epic.
Epic, yeah.
So now Fall Guys is under Epic.
That's cool.
That
means we might get more updates, maybe fun maps and more.
I think the social media is going to be the best part.
Yeah.
The social media of Fall Guys is the best part that they have because their dude that runs that just like trolls people constantly.
Yeah.
And he's just a good time. He or she.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, we're gonna get a Fall Guys skin in Fortnite.
But
is Fortnite Epic?
Yes.
yeah,
Is it? Yeah, it is.
That's like their
Yeah.
thing.
It's their main one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm retarded.
that's how they're. That's how they're. That's
retarded.
funding everything in Epic right now. Is Fortnite.
I just kept thinking Fortnite was his own company, not a branch off of like Epic.
Nah, man, Epic made Fortnite. Epic is the daddy of all the children.
The daddy of like
Yeah,
V-Bucks.
there's nothing that happened this week.
There really isn't anything.
What the fuck? How you gonna overload us last week with fucking Maybe that's why. It's just because there's so much Pokemon. They were like, we can't do anything else.
Yeah.
There's a game coming out called Fishing Fighters.
What is that?
Fishing fighters?
It's like an anime fishing game. I'm looking at this on the video game for you page, and it's like gameplay, and it's literally like, it looks like a fucking JRPG where it has like a drawing of a big titty anime bitch explaining how to do something, and then it cuts to gameplay, and you're fishing.
Okay.
You're fishing.
That sounds like fun.
No, it is not. There's never been a good fishing game.
They probably have a hidden character, and it's Isabel. Or a little fishing pole.
Oh god.
Man, we're reaching for it this episode, ladies and
There's
gentlemen.
They
not
really are.
much happening, man.
That and Chris fucked me up because now I'm playing Pokemon Go too.
You motherfuckers.
Doom 3 is getting VR, which is pretty neat. I won't be playing that.
This is like non-news. It's just stuff
Like
happening.
non-news,
I
just
think
shit.
there was so much fucking news last week.
Well, I mean, all right.
Not on our part. I'm just talking about in video games itself.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2 turned 21 yesterday.
Yeah.
God
You
damn.
can buy a beer now.
It can buy a beer.
And then something that I'm excited for, which I should have been excited for when it came out, Destroy All Humans is getting a PS5 update.
Is it?
Yeah, with free skins and much more.
I've never played that game.
You've never played Destroy All Humans?
Never.
I
Dude,
never
that game
played it. I was
was,
just
my
surprised
shit
that you
back on
like
the
it.
PS2, yeah. It was so good.
I heard
just
it was.
surprised
I
you
just
like it.
Never touched it.
It was so much fun. Like, you were just fucking causing havoc as a little alien dude.
Is that the aliens dude that look like those like little things from like the little blue aliens or whatever it was, right?
What do you mean from
The
what?
from Destroyer Humans.
Yeah. I mean, they're like the stereotypical looking aliens. Like, they're like the grayish blue color.
Okay.
And then, like, you have an arsenal of different guns that do different things and shit to kill humans and whatnot. And it's just a great time. It's
My
like
God.
fucking Mars Attacks, except for without the scary version of the Martians. But
I remember seeing for
Yeah,
like
where
the
they
shit
used to
about
play
that
some
game.
polka music and call it a day.
Oh, the Simpsons arcade game turned to 30
30
on March
Oof.
4th, and I saw that that title of that article and was like, "Fuck." That shit's 30 years old.
Yeah,
I
man.
remember being a child in the arcade playing that Simpsons game. Like,
When I was in college, there was a pizzeria near my
the title of that article made my hip hurt. Like, oh, my hip. I need a walker.
But yeah, there was a near my college and up in New York. There was a pizzeria that had that arcade booth in it, and like you could still play like freaking Bart's like skateboarding game.
Oh yeah, yeah. Damn, 30.
30, man. How old do you feel, man?
Literally my age. I'll be 35 in April. So yes, I was playing that shit at like somewhere between ages 3 to 5 in an arcade.
Fucking 35, bro. You're near 40, man.
First of all, I'm near 35.
I like to pick on you the same way I picked my father. My father was the same thing.
So
Like,
now
last-
you're comparing me to your
Well, no,
father.
because last year my father finally turned 50 last year. And
Oh, you
like,
compare me to someone who's 50.
no. But
You're
the thing was,
digging
it's
a
like,
grave for
no,
yourself.
I'm not. I'm just saying that it's just. I don't know, like the comparisons from like like your son is gonna be doing this shit to you when he's like in his teenage years. He's gonna be doing this to you. Same thing as I did to my dad. Like my dad, I literally teased him the hell out of him the whole year. Like, how does it feel to be 50? And it was like January. And he's like, you're fucking 12 months ahead of your time. The whole year I teased him. and it's fun. I don't know.
It's
I mean,
fine.
I'm not any younger than you are. I'm turning 30 in May this year. So it's
You're still younger than the Simpsons arcade cabinet.
Fucking
listeners.
Listen, little baby Chris over here, the baby of the show.
First gen was Game Boy Advanced.
I'm gonna push you over that fucking balcony if you say that shit to me again. You ignorant child.
Oh man. All right. Well,
Fortnite is first gen.
Listen, I was walking around with the big brick gray Game Boy, the
True.
original.
I did have
Playing games in whatever, like puke green and black.
Ugh.
That's crazy. How does it feel knowing that your son's first gen is Roblox? How does that feel?
I mean,
because like he knows that Mario exists, but like Roblox is like his thing.
I
So
mean,
like that's gonna be like I can't wait till he grows up and just being like talking to him about video games and being like, what do you remember? He's like, man, Roblox was so much fun, and that's his memory.
remember Roblox?
Like he's gonna have a memory of Roblox as if it's like the best thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
How like you think about like Zelda, like think about that.
I mean,
It's nuts.
That's
it is.
insane.
It's insane.
Fucking kids, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite.
I still remember that TikTok that Yuki sent us one time, where like the mother is asking her son, like, "Hey, when you're calling someone, what's your action? Like your hand placement?"
Oh yeah,
and he
fucked
did
me
that,
up.
and he like put his
Like
hand
this?
flat to his side, and then his dad
Like,
did the whole finger thumb, and he
yeah.
goes, "Why is he doing that?
Why is he sticking his pinky
Yeah, why is
out?"
he sticking his pinky out? Like, it's just crazy how times change, man.
Kids are assholes.
And now you know how I feel.
No, but you
No.
go out of your way to beat the shit out of him.
Oh my god.
That is
It
gonna
gets
go.
worse every week.
It went from him just being angry at a child to now it's like, yeah, you suplexed the child.
Literally, like I was saying this to Ryan the other
Yeah,
day. I'm like, it
that's-
gets out of hand because I'm just like, all I did was I walked in front of a kid faster because I have faster legs that I don't
That
need.
you don't want, yeah.
Yeah. And I grabbed
You
something
don't
from in
want.
front of him that he didn't touch his hands on. So if he touched it, then it's his. I know this. We understood that. Jar Jar would have been the kid's. But like now it's like I fucking like suplexed the kid. I did a stone cold stunner to him or something. I put him in the grave. We had a fucking buried alive match, and I put that kid in the grave.
That needs to be animated.
No.
That needs to
Chris.
be animated, please.
Chris, you got me.
Here's the
animate
thing. Here's the thing.
that.
Ready? Time out. If you want it animated, you personally need to go to every single episode in which this is discussed. Find the clips and see the progression of how it gets worse and worse.
Bet. All right, bet.
And it needs to be done by next week, or else it's not happening.
I'm
I
gonna
got
add
you.
one. Remember that time Chris drove his car into Target and ran that kid
Yeah,
over
ran
in the
the kid
toy
over,
aisle?
Oh shit!
God.
That didn't happen.
Nah, that didn't happen.
Kid did not inflict any damage on any children.
There was no children's harmed
Ever, yeah.
ever. Only Chris's pride.
He just selfishly
There's gonna be some
stole a
old
kid's
men
dream.
Who are in harm in the making of this episode? Some fucking old boomers that are gonna be in harm in a second.
Oh my
Just
God.
because your first game.
I have salad power in me now, bro.
Salad
I can
power.
fucking kick butt now because I'm healthy after one salad. That's how
Not
that
even
works,
the whole
right?
thing.
I didn't eat
two
the whole thing
leaves.
because I wanted to record and be that because you had baby salad.
Whoa. Let's add up all the salads I've had starting this podcast.
Sure, you had a baby salad today, sir. I had a
I just
boy
can't
salad.
wait until Gordon
You're
Ramsay hears this episode and be like, why the
Why
hell
the fuck is
fuck-
Gordon Ramsay gonna listen to this episode?
Because the first fucking things we said was salad.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't it? Yeah, it
The
was.
first thing, though.
We were talking about food.
First of all, Gordon Ramsay isn't gaming. First of
You
all,
never know.
Gordon Ramsay, come on the show. Let's talk about it. Let's talk
Fucking
about your
idiots.
favorite game.
It's fucking raw.
It's overcooked.
It is Overcooked. He doesn't
Overcooked's
even.
a good game.
He doesn't even play it. He just turns it on and yells at the TV.
Why aren't you cooking? What the hell?
But it's his player
Can you,
just standing
can
still.
you imagine? Oh my God, I want Guy Fieri and Gordon Ramsay to play each other on Overcooked.
Why
Can
do
you
you
imagine
think
that?
Guy Fieri is anywhere close to Gordon Ramsay?
Because they talk shit to each other all the time. That's
yeah,
the only
rightfully
reason.
so. Because Gordon Ramsay is the chef.
Yeah,
No,
Guy Fieri's a chef.
Fieri gets his hair bleached.
He's a food connoisseur.
Listen, oh Jesus Christ, you both attack me. Listen, I'm not
attacking
saying
you.
that they're in the same level. I'm just saying that I want them to play the Overcooked game, just due to the fact that they have that animosity among each other.
Do they have
Because
beef?
they talk
do?
shit to each other
Arby's.
this whole time.
Oh, I don't.
Like there was.
I'm not
there
in the
was-
food
all right, there was one video with Gordon
personality media page.
Well, there was now Gordon Ramsay does like the whole content creator, does his videos and stuff. He has a YouTube channel, and like he made this one dish. I don't remember what it was, but he made a sauce which Guy Fieri for his restaurant calls it the donkey sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went on a full 15-minute tangent on his YouTube video talking how shit that sauce is. Directly. As if he was talking to Guy Fieri and beating his ass.
How did Guy Fieri respond?
He didn't. He just agreed with them.
Can we talk about how on diners, drive-ins, and dives he never goes to a drive-in once?
Yeah.
He always drives his car in the intro and the outro, but never pulls up to a spot that is a drive-in.
Cancel the show.
That's it.
Cancel it.
Just
It's been a
call it
fraud.
Diners and dives.
Yeah.
You don't need 3 Ds. You already got the double Ds, Mr. Fieri.
It's the rule of threes. I get it.
Yeah, sure. Lying.
Well,
I mean, have you watched television?
What was that noise?
Have you? Have you watched TV? It's all lies. It's all lies. Reality shows. It's all the TV is lies.
Everything's real. SpongeBob is real.
Hey, we got a new SpongeBob show too.
Movie.
Patrick Star.
Oh, fuck that. No.
Emails.
Anyways,
Fuck that.
we're getting on a tangent.
We're not talking about fucking Patrick's
Let's
show.
talk about some questions here from Elijah.
We got a question I'm going to read. One of his questions is...
You got one? I thought we still got 2 left.
Yeah, I'm not going to use them both up.
Don't blow our load.
Oh, we can ask him to start working on a
video. I think we kind of hint. We talked about video games and movies so much.
Yeah, and then
I feel like we should.
We're all waiting for Mortal Kombat. There you go. That's it. That's the only movie.
What do you think the video game most deserving of a film adaptation is? Kids these days don't know how it was when Mortal Kombat came out in theaters. There's no interest. There was no internet, so outside of the trailer, we had no clue as to how our favorite characters would look. We all wanted to see what Goro would look like, and we all wanted to hear Scorpion say, "Get over here." In retrospect, the film wasn't great as it botched Sub-Zero and Scorpion's rivalry and just made them Shang Tsung's tag team puppets. It took the bloodiest franchise in history and turned it into a PG-13 film that didn't show blood until the end when Liu Kang punched Shang Tsung in the fucking face and bloodied his lip, and there was way less fighting than dialogue. Man, this is some personal trauma you're dealing with, Elijah. However, it's still a favorite for us 90s kids. My question is, what current video game is most deserving of a film adaptation?
I'm sorry, but it's... They're really... I don't know. What current video game?
For me, it goes kind of along what we were talking about, and it's just like as a film, does it have to be a theatrical released film, or can it just be?
If it's a theatrical film,
I think that's what kills video games.
If it's a theatrical film and it is left in the scene where it is, I would say only live action games would, or technical live action games would, like The Last of Us. I think The Last of Us will be one really good movie, not a show, because we're getting a show. But I'm saying it would be a good movie, a one sit down.
But would it? Because I'm thinking of reception too. So it's we kind of already saw the Last of Us movie in the Last of Us games.
Yeah.
So then when you adapt it, I think that's where the disconnect happens and people hate it because it's not the masterpiece you already saw in the game. Now, I'm not sitting here saying your answer is a wrong answer. I'm just trying to think of what would get released, but also get justice be done, and people who see it be like, okay, that worked as a movie.
Well, nothing JRPG, that's for sure. That doesn't end that well.
It's got to be something that can translate well and work. I'm thinking of
Red Dead Redemption.
I don't even want to see that as a movie. It's not engaging.
We'll get another Django.
Because we kind of, it could work. I just don't think that wouldn't be my first choice. I'm maybe God of War, because it would work along the lines of, there's going to be CG in there and live action. I think it has enough to keep you hooked. And not only that,
there's enough outside influences.
Yeah, so that way you get it's mass appeal because it still deals in mythology that people already know, even if you didn't play that game. So you can get people who aren't even in the gaming sphere to still want to see it. So I guess I'll go with God of War.
You know what game I think it would be? And this is like a left field game for me at least. Dante's Inferno.
I never played it.
Dante's Inferno I think would be like bomb.com as a rated R movie.
Bomb.com.
Like the reason why is like, all right, so Dante's Inferno goes along like God of War, but it uses like regular like church mythos. So it uses like very Catholic or Christian like mythos where there's, you know, there's a heaven, there's a hell, there's a God, there's a, you know, an evil entity and so on and so forth. But you're put in the spot as a soldier who goes out through the crusades to murder and do all the other stuff, and you realize that it is wrong, that you're not really doing those things in a way that it is appealing or it is correct to the religion. And then, but you do it anyways to the point to where you are unfaithful to your wife within the game. And the reason why is because you think to yourself, oh, all of my sins will be absolved by the priest. And then you realize that that's not true. Like the priest was just conning all of this to make his own evil bidding. So when you went back to your house, your wife's murdered, your father's murdered, you're left with nothing, and then you see literally the evil entity grabs your wife's like soul and goes straight to hell and goes, follow me. And then Dante just like resigns his soul and goes into hell to find freaking Lucifer to get his wife back. So I think that would be like a really good rated R movie. That would lend itself really good if they keep it to what the game's based on.
I have 3.
Oh yeah.
Number 1. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna say that these are all animated movies.
Okay.
All of them.
That's the way you gotta go, man.
Yeah. They're all animated movies inside their own world. Give me an Apex Legends movie.
Okay.
So diving into either how the game happened, because in like the lore of it's like the Apex like fight that happens is like a show for people to watch, and like all these legends fight to win like the showdown pretty much. So like lead me into how that world was created, into why that is, you know, a thing. Also, the fact that it's inside of the Titanfall universe lends itself to move on to other properties to be in Titanfall. So that would be lit. Number 2, another animated film. Give me it in the style of like a like Pixar like movie. Give me Okami.
Ooh, nice.
In like a Pixar style,
and
like not Pixar-esque with like the story, but the style of Pixar.
I would even say Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, I don't want it 2D though. I don't want it 2D.
I mean, you can still have like a 3D and a 2D plane like Marty.
No, I don't want that. I want like straight up 3D world, but I just don't want it to be like a Pixar, like, you know, PG rated movie. I want it to be like teen area, like, you know, like give it like some grit. And then the last one be No More Heroes. In the style of that Lupin the Third movie that just came out.
Yeah.
That would be Chef's Kiss.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's good choices.
I actually never really played a No More Heroes.
I
but
never
was
I
really
never
either.
played it
I was
because
really-
I didn't have the system.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck.
I was always told that it was a really good game, but just never really.
It got ported to Nintendo Switch, so I might be buying that today.
Yeah.
You know what would work? Because now I'm trying to think of the other side. Like a game that they can take complete liberties with and make it still work are the From Software games. Like make the Bloodborne game or the Sekiro game.
Absolutely.
But it's because it's something you don't have to take seriously. It could be a super fast-paced, stylized. This dude beating up these crazy, difficult beasts, but in a super stylized way.
The Bloodborne game actually reminds me of that Vin Diesel movie, The Witcher. Not The Witcher, the where he's like the witch hunter or whatever.
I know what you're talking about.
Forget
I'm
what
trying
that
to think of the name
movie's
of the movie.
called.
I'm seeing it in like those Jason Statham movies where he's just beating people
He's
up.
just
Like
beating people
it's
up.
like super quick scenes and stuff. I have to just make it that. Make it nonsense, but in those worlds.
Nah, I'm trying to look for that movie. I don't remember.
How about one of those like
Oh,
beach
it was called The
beach
Last Witch
volleyball
Hunter.
games, like a Dead or Alive or something,
Yeah.
with like some big animated tiggies, you know, just like chilling.
Yeah, it was called The Witch
Teens
Hunter.
trying to sneak into that movie all across the country.
Oh,
hell
dude, absolutely. That
But
would be
that's
a
it.
movie.
Just like super anime volleyball.
That's the movie. Like there's no
That's
plot.
just the
It's just
movie.
them
Yeah.
playing
Volleyball.
volleyball for 2 hours.
There was, what was that fucking movie? There was a trailer back when movies theaters still existed. And it was like some volleyball movie where like one of the players gets like hurt or some shit, so they can't qualify for like nationals or some bullshit. But the trailer itself shows everything that happened in the fucking movie. It was like, girls are good at volleyball. Girl gets hurt from volleyball. Team supports her. Goes to finals anyway. She makes it her way back.
Of course.
Or she dies or something.
The same
whatever.
tropes.
And then they win the thing in the end. And it shows like the end shot is like them winning the trophy. And then it shows the title of the movie. And I'm like,
I just watched it.
I just watched the movie.
Yeah.
Why would I pay to see this?
Yeah, it's like I just
I
watched
saw
it.
the whole thing.
That one, and then the dog's life one that was a thing.
Oh,
Where it was
yeah, I
like,
saw- I remember
there was
that.
like the cougar that like attacked the dog, but then it turns out it wasn't attacking him. It was his friend. He was protecting him. And there was the avalanche that happened, and then like you're like, oh no, is this dog ever gonna get back to his owner? And then you hear the dog barking. The owner turns around, is like, oh my god, it's my dog. And then you're like, wait, what?
That's the movie.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
the
watched
movie.
I watched a 60-second movie.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Also, fucking make the anime Zelda movie, you cowards. Just make it.
Yeah.
Would a Mario movie work like in 3D?
Well, it's coming, so
It's coming, yeah.
I want to know. I'm waiting to see a trailer for that.
I'm curious how that would go because like they don't really talk.
Exactly. That's why I want to know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, like the most that I've heard them like try to like actually communicate is like the Luigi's Mansion games that I've watched because like it's somewhat speaking, but it's not like actual sentences. You know,
Yeah.
like it's like name, emotion with a sound, and then name again, and then walk away.
Woohoo!
My thing is
Luigi, hello, yeah, and
exactly.
then like walks away,
Uh-huh.
and it was just trying to tell him, hey, yeah, there's zippers down, like.
I've heard Mario say 2 complete sentences in my life.
It's a me.
Not even that. Like there was at the end of Mario 64, he says, "Thank you so much for playing my game."
Oh,
I was like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
man, that was the most talking in a row
Yeah,
that you've
that's
ever
true,
done. It was that and one that doesn't even count.
I am constipated.
Yeah. Oh god.
Woohoo!
That was everybody's favorite game. When they used to have the displays in Toys R Us where you can play the game.
Oh yeah.
When you would play Mario 64, kids, this was 1996 or 5.
I was born that year.
You disgust me. You disgust me when you were born. When you would finish the demo, Mario would just be like, he'd be like, "Thanks for playing. Who's next?" And even at the time, I was like, that was a lot of Mario talking. That was a lot.
Yeah,
I'm
that is
uncomfortable.
Yeah. So to hear now Mario has to talk for an hour and a half, like what is that? What does that sound like?
I don't know.
It's just constant action of him just running through like the first level.
I wonder who the voice actor is
Over and
be.
over.
That's my question.
It's got to be the guy. Like he's still alive, right?
And-
The
yeah,
Mario voice
yeah,
actor. So it's
yeah,
him.
I think so.
But I heard rumors that they're not tapping him
not-
to do
yeah.
the voice. It's still up in the air. Like,
yeah,
they
that's
haven't-
why I was like, that's what I was saying. I was like, who's
And
gonna voice
in my head,
actor?
I was like, well, how do you not use him? I
Like,
don't
he's
want to
right-
hear.
like,
It's
he's
gonna be
right there.
weird as
Yeah.
shit to hear anyone else.
Kevin Hart.
oh god, no.
Keep Kevin Hart.
man.
Keep Kevin Hart away from these video game movies.
It's gonna fucking voice Luigi.
Kevin Hart's
No,
gonna
Kevin
be.
Hart is Mario.
Oh no,
Who's Luigi? Let's fan cast this
All right.
funnily now. So Kevin Hart is
Danny
Mario.
DeVito.
Danny DeVito as fucking Luigi. Hey Mario! Why do you think you're the better brother than me?
I kind of want that to be Mario.
Yeah,
No,
right. That's what I'm
dude.
saying.
Mario is Danny DeVito, and then Luigi is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's
Fuck.
fucking
And we have
strange.
the twins. Oh no.
Oh, shit.
First of all, I love that movie.
Yeah, it's
that's
such
such
a
a
good
good
movie.
fucking movie. Do that.
It's funny
Mario.
because I was gonna say Joe Pesci is Luigi.
Joe Pesci. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Mario.
No, that should be Toad. Because he's small
Joe
and angry.
Pesci. Yeah. Oof.
Oh man, I'm trying to think.
Let's
who
just
the-
get every freaking Italian guy in the freaking
Wario
movie.
has to be in it, and Waluigi, because they have to be some sort of antagonist, like the goons for Bowser.
Just let Robert De Niro
Yeah.
do Wario.
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
And my mustache? Why?
Why?
What?
Why?
Why? You ain't talking to me? Why?
Who's
fucks-
Who's Bowser?
Sarah Silverman.
Is Bowser?
Yeah,
How does
Sarah
that work?
Silverman?
Sarah Silverman. You think you can do this, Mario?
No.
Peach is mine now.
I would put.
That would be strange as
I
hell.
would put. What's his name? What's the freaking
Who?
the big dude from
That's-
White Chicks?
Terry Crews?
Terry Crews. Yeah.
As Bowser?
As Bowser.
That would be kind
I
of
would
funny.
put him there because that would be funny as shit.
That
You know what? Actually, I take Sarah Silverman's Bowser Jr.
Yeah, there you go. I can see
would
that.
work.
Okay,
Because
that'll
then,
work,
like,
yeah.
that dynamic
Yeah.
of Terry Crews and Sarah Silverman together, I would
I
actually
can
very
see
much
that.
like
Yeah.
that. And actually, no, Jack Black would be Wario.
I thought of Jack Black too.
Black, yeah.
just like dancing and shit.
I think.
It's a long way to the top of that pole.
Wah.
Wah.
Fucking. Who's Peach? We let's cast Peach to end it off.
Stereotypical white woman.
Just,
like
yeah.
fucking.
Just
Or
grab,
Beyonce
like-
and give her a whole fucking song like they did in Lion
She's
King.
super sassy ass
No,
Peach.
what's her
It would probably be like Emma Stone.
I was thinking
Yeah,
that
probably,
one
yeah.
chick from the Geek show. Fuck.
That's not specific
No,
at all.
no. It's
A lot of geek shows.
Are you talking about
from the
Kaylee
Big Bang
Cuoco
Theory.
from
Yeah,
Big Bang
Kelly
Theory?
Cuoco.
The blonde?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that, but honestly, it doesn't matter who Peach is. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
I feel like
Yeah,
you
it
could be
really wouldn't
anybody
matter.
for Peach and it wouldn't really do anything.
Who else would be in the Mario movie? Yoshi? Would Yoshi
Yoshi.
be? Yoshi could be Kevin Hart.
Get on me, man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh my God! With the way that he play acted on the horse, wasn't he the horse, or was it Jack Black that was the horse in the second Jumanji
Jumanji?
movie?
I don't know.
No, that was what's his name? I forget his name now. From
Who?
Lethal Weapon.
Danny Glover?
Danny Glover was the horse
He was the horse at the end.
at the end. Yeah.
Spoilers if you haven't seen Jumanji 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see that.
All right, wait. I got another question. Before
Imagine
we-
an army of Yoshis just running down a mountain and it's just Kevin Hart for all of them. Like, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. And it's just like, can you... I don't want to make you do more than you have to in this podcast editing, but it's a little bit shorter of an episode. Is there a way that you could do a chorus preset on this of me just going, yeah, man, and make it sound like 100 people? Like, yeah, man, yeah, man.
Yes.
Okay.
There is.
Okay, cool. You should do that.
I should do that. Let's see if I do
I'll
it.
remind you.
All
We'll
right,
see what
yeah, yeah,
happens. And then if not, then I just sound like an idiot.
It's in the show. So
All right, sweet.
what is the post-credit scene of Mario? Well, I guess that would depend on what the plot is
Yeah. What
for the
plot
first
is,
Mario.
Yeah.
I don't think the plot matters. I think the post-credit scene could be something random, and you know what it would be? It would be a ring opening, and then Sonic from the Sonic movies, and then we get Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games
The
for
movie?
the third movie.
The movie.
It wouldn't specifically be at the Olympic Games, but it would be like those people competing against each other in some like world-altering bullshit. Where it's like only one universe can survive, and then they have to like go head to head like Dragon Ball Z style to see which universe.
Well, then that means
survives.
that well, see, this is what I think I talked about this in another episode too. I want the SBCU, man,
Yeah.
because
You and these fucking acronyms.
hey, I'm gonna make them a thing, and then people are gonna come back and be like, "I told you." I want that because then you get Mario and Sonic, and then somehow at the end of that movie, like Sonic is going for like a Chaos Emerald and he
Chaos
reaches on the
Emerald,
ground, but it's not a Chaos Emerald.
rupee.
It's a rupee. They
Yep.
look up and it's a sign like "Welcome to Hyrule." Then look at each other and then it just goes off.
Yep. Oh
What's
my God,
the
that would be
fucking
fun.
the one game where like the moon's coming down? That one.
Majora's Mask.
Majora's
Do
Mask.
that. Like they reach for the rupee and they're like,
it's
oh,
like
look,
the
a
moon
rupee.
is
and then
coming down.
The moon just starts getting dark. It starts coming down. And
The
then you're
regular
like-
moon turns
Yeah,
around as a
it's just,
face.
As
Yeah,
a
and then we
face.
get Majora's Mask, but with Mario and Sonic
Oh my God!
helping
Can you
Zelda
imagine that?
and
No.
the crew out.
It's just a Mario and Sonic movie, and then Link doesn't show up to like the end. Like they're they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Then you just see like a boomerang
yeah.
fly across
Yeah.
the screen.
Oh, yeah. And you just see like
Yeah.
this tiny elf coming
but
in.
that's his voice, like, "Ah," but then there's a subtitle like, "You guys need some help."
Sonic's like, hey, how you doing, man? And Mario's like, hello. And then he's just like,
Yeah. the only one that talks there is fucking what's his name when he transforms
Who?
from the moon. Fucking Ganon is
Oh,
the only
shit.
one.
Only one talking a regular voice.
Yeah, he goes, "Why are you all fucks not
It's
talking?"
it's the Rock.
It's
This is the Rock
Yeah,
is
it's just
Ganon.
the Rock.
And then at the end, to defeat the Ganon, who's the main villain, because Ganon fuses with the Mario villain of Bowser, and who's Sonic's villain? Eggman. That's what we're gonna count as the villain. They all fuse into one.
Ew.
Like,
Just doing
as
that
one
stupid
fuck is that
little like
gonna be?
DBZ dance and then
Yeah,
just
like,
fuse.
like how they did in what's it called, Marvel vs. Capcom, the really shitty one. How they fused like one of the villains from each into one. It was like Ultron and the villain from the Capcom games.
Oh, it was. Fuck. What
know
was
what
that?
I'm talking about?
When they made Onslaught?
Onslaught, yeah.
I guess
That was the first Marvel
That was-
Capcom.
Yeah.
no, the most recent one that was
Oh,
like
then I
3D.
don't-
It was like Ultron
then
and
I
some
don't
other
know.
Oh,
character
I
came
didn't.
together.
I don't know.
And made like this ultimate villain. So you do that, but with Eggman, and you got fucking Ganon, and you got in the center you got Bowser, and they all become one, and they beat them by putting a ring, a coin, and a rupee together to make the ultimate Power Rangers weapon.
Oh god.
Well,
They put their weapons together.
that should just make them all Well, no, because Sonic needs 7 emeralds. I'm about to say they all need to just transform into whatever their ultimate forms
The
are.
ultimate forms are, yeah.
That would just
So
make
just
Mario
just
like.
picks up a mushroom from like Hyrule, and it's like one of the iron ones that I keep finding all over the place. And he's like, "Owie!" and breaks like a tooth.
No, he finds he becomes he gets the
The Iron
superstar.
Mario,
It's like
yeah.
the Invincible Mario,
yeah.
and then Sonic is Super Sonic, and I don't know who Link becomes.
Toon Link.
He just becomes Toon Link. I don't know.
He's like, "Eh."
It's-
Older
it's-
Link. He just like plays the Ocarina of Time, becomes older Link.
Yeah, right.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, we just made that was a dump truck fire of a video game movie that might end up being the
That's a
greatest
fun
game movie
Can you
ever
imagine
made.
that?
That's
Just-
another
yeah.
thing we should just do, just fan cast video game movies and like who the actors would be.
Oh,
That's a good one.
dude. That would be a
Listeners,
good one, yeah.
Write us in. What video game movie fan cast do you want us to do?
Yeah, we'll do that next
And
time.
we'll
If
do
you
it.
guys reach out. Tell us what video game needs a live action yourself. We don't have to.
Wait,
fan
this was
cast
live
it.
action the whole time?
No.
No.
Oh, I was about to
It
say,
could be.
It's really ugly
Please
now.
no. Please no.
Danny DeVito just trying to jump.
He does the little thing. He can't even lift his arm up.
It's terrible.
Danny, you gotta
People
lift
just
your.
riding Kevin Hart, actually.
Yeah.
He's just carrying people.
I'm just thinking of Sarah Silverman. Poor Sarah Silverman.
It's Bowser Jr.
Yeah.
She'd love that, dude. Just put a bib on and just chilling at things she's not moving. Hell yeah.
Why did I sign this contract?
Money.
True.
She'll have a whole like
Money, action figures, and all that jazz.
too much.
But yeah. Good episode.
Yeah.
Nice lighthearted. No heavy lifting on this one.
True.
Lots of laughter.
Lots of laughs. As always, you guys want to hit us up. Save before quitting. Always spelled out at gmail.com if you want to email us. Save letter B number 4 quitting on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, all that good stuff. We are on YouTube. We do all our YouTube stuff.
We got
Catch
2
up
new
on
videos.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff for y'all to catch up on.
Super Mario with a special guest. Part 1 just came out, and then that Zelda highlight came out as well. So those are there. New video coming this week on Monday, which you've probably already seen of part 2 of that. And then part 3 will be later next week, and another resurgence of a series that has fell by the wayside, which will be recorded right after this podcast.
Yes.
And look out for our newest poll of what Pokemon you guys gonna choose on your journey.
True. Hopefully
And
we remember that, and if not, Ant better tell me before he posts the podcast.
So we'll
So I
Oh,
will
yeah.
forget.
we'll keep
I
that
might
up.
forget
We'll
until I
keep,
hear this part when I'm editing
yeah,
it.
we'll keep that up for a few weeks and see what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. Remember, go comment, like us, share it, all that good stuff on all those social media platforms and on your podcast platforms.
Yeah. And don't forget YouTube. Subscribe.
Yeah.
We got 40 subscribers so far.
Road to 100 on YouTube.
Yeah.
We can make it.
Oh, we 100% can.
Let's do it.
Let's
hit
do
that
it.
notification button. Slap it. Slap it hard.
Smash it, slap it. I'll do all that sexy stuff to that YouTube button.
You should ha it
Wah.
like Link does.
All right.
And with that said, the only thing left to do is to save before quitting. So let's save before quitting.
I'm going to eat my salad.
Before quitting.
Hiya.
I might just quit prior.
Quit before eating salad.
Quit before eating. Leaves.
All right, we out. Peace out.